Matt Miller from ESPN has been placed on a leave of absence. We'll get into that maybe. I mean, who knows what we're going to get into? It's Friday night. We have no idea. We'll discuss a series of topics. I'm sure the Marlins will come up. They're the hottest team in baseball. Quacky said to bet them at 300-1, and we did, and that's looking good so far. We'll talk about some other stuff as well. Maybe Shania Twain apparently has made some music that I never heard of. We'll get into everything. Please hit like, subscribe, comment below, share this video, visit the link in the description for the merch store. As always, I'm wearing something for the merch store. It is our famous 801 AMC t-shirts. I have some financial advice for you. Do not invest in AMC. You will lose money. That is financial advice. You can get this shirt as well as everything else at the merch store. It is 10% off sale right now. You can get these shirts in any color. There it is. Or you can get them in hoodie, women's tank tops, infant onesies, and long sleeve t-shirts if you're a crazy person who wears long sleeve t-shirts. We also have mugs. We have our famous apron. We have playing cards, mouse pads, everything you could possibly want. 10% off sale. You can go to Amazon, buy my books. The most recent one is Jerks to College Years, where I made fun of all these wonderful people. And by the way, 5 out of 5 rating still might be the best book of all time, just saying. And then my first book is The Safety and a Field Goal, which is a top 5 topic book about the NFL. And please consider super chats and super stickers. That is the best way to support the show. As always, I say this, YouTube pays us nothing. So it would be great if you guys would support us to keep the show going. A week ago, we had Kevin Kovac give us a $10 super chat, and Kenny gave us a $1 super chat. So thank you so much, guys. But we are joined tonight, as always, on Friday nights by Tom at Quacky T. Tom, how's it going?
Walter, here we are again. Hello to you and hello to everyone out there in the Walter football family. Hey, man, I was, we've been talking the last couple shows about doing some things that we, let's do an activity that we don't want to do. Why don't we go on a cruise? Would you ever go? You've never been on one, right?
I have never been on a cruise. I have no intention of going on a cruise. It feels like too claustrophobic. Like you can't leave. That's like horrifying to me.
Yeah.
If I'm on vacation, I'd like to be able to leave if possible. Sometimes you can't. You had the COVID scare where those people were stuck on the cruise. And also, you don't really have Wi-Fi on the cruise. So, I mean, you might have like localized, but you can't I won't be able to run the site on the cruise. So it is definitely a no for me. I'm not planning to go on a cruise anytime soon.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about it because I saw they have that documentary about the Costa Concordia. If hopefully I'm saying that right, but I just saw it on there and I kind of put it on before. It's the ship that sank. That's really, it's like a really horrifying situation. So I'm going to check that. That should be the next documentary we check out.
There's a ship that sank.
Yeah, it was in 2012. I remember like the captain. I think he served like very serious prison time for like manslaughter because so many people, and he like abandoned his post, so to speak. He abandoned the ship, and he's the captain. Like that's
wow.
Yeah, that's
one of the ship if you're the captain.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to say he got at least, was it 16 or 26 years? I guess I should know that. But I mean, he served like major jail time for that.
Wait, so he got jail time for leaving the ship, or is it something else?
That too, and like it was. I haven't watched it yet. I only know like the broad strokes. So that's what I'm saying. That should be the next thing be the next thing we watch. I've gotten Walter to watch like 5 times the amount of documentaries in 1 year than he had than he has in his entire life. Well, you've probably watched more documentaries this year than you ever have.
I watched like 2 and before I'd watch 1. So
see, this is good. See how I help broaden your horizons in that.
Yeah, but one was good and one was bad. So
which one was bad?
The one where the woman kidnaps the fetus.
It's bad. That's a horrifying story. Yeah, but I thought it was a well-made documentary.
No, everyone then there was way too fat. You can't have that. It's like they said the woman was like so beautiful. There's like, that's the most beautiful woman in the world, and she's like 300 pounds. It's like, come on.
First of all, she's not 300 pounds. I watched it again the other day. In your honor.
just
and,
because
yeah, and it's like, okay, like maybe she was a little a little chubby, but like fat. I would not look at her and like call her fat. Like,
oh my god,
I don't know. Like when I think like fat, like I think really, like a lot worse than that. So, but also like, I don't know. I don't want to speak like out of pocket here, but like, yeah, I'll just keep my mouth shut. But anyhow, but what are you doing? A scratch off over there?
Scratch it. What are you talking about?
No, you were frozen over there, and you're looking down. I thought you were like scratching off a lottery ticket.
Yeah, that's something else I'll never do.
Have you ever done it?
A scratch off?
Yeah.
I mean, I never bought a scratch off personally. I've had people like buy me a scratch off for like a present for some reason. I'm like, oh, thanks. I'm gonna like not win anything. So I don't think I've ever won any money. I don't even know like what the symbols mean. Like you scratch off the symbols and you get like different symbols. You're like, I don't. Did I win? Like it's like you get like a bag with the dollar on it. You're like, oh, cool, I won money. It's like, no, you didn't win anything. I think it's so confusing to me. But I did. There's this guy I used to be friends with. He's since become an alcoholic. The last time I've seen him, he was we were at a wedding together, and he got so drunk that he passed out on his own bed and peed himself. But then I heard a story that day where he was like, he was so proud. He's like, I won $200 in scratch offs. I was like, oh, that's awesome. What'd you buy? And he's like, I just bought more scratch offs. So,
it's like the yeah.
Like, I'm not like the target audience here. I don't think.
Yeah, it's like, like that's what's one like form of like betting that I'd never really got into. Yeah, like very like maybe one time a year, just on a whim, I'll buy like one ticket, like one scratch off, but not even that. Not even that.
What compels you to do that? Like why would you do that?
One time I went, I don't know what I was buying at the gas station, and the lady in front of me, I guess it was around like the holidays, so she was, I guess, buying a bunch of lottery tickets for her office, like to give away, like she's probably giving away like 5 tickets per person or something, but she got like 200 of the same ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I was like, I don't like, look, I know it doesn't make a difference really, but like something like that, that's like, okay, it's as good a reason as any. I was like, give me 2 more of that same one. It's okay. Like, what if like 200 tickets, you think like one of them's got to be the winner, and it was just like the next one or two. So like I'm not like, oh yeah, like it's super lucky, like
yeah,
but it's as good a reason as any. That was just like a unique sort of like, I've never like been there when someone's getting like 200 of the same. I was just like, that's kind of like a weird, like, I don't know. So it's like, why not? In that moment, but like you love the people they're like in there, like they walk out and they're outside, like out front of the gas station scratching, and then they walk back in and they're like sorting them out, and then they get more, and then they're back out front. I think like the migration of like from inside the store and like getting new tickets and then going back outside and then back in is such like a strange thing to observe. And I'm not hating. Look, I got my own problems, but like. I don't know. Like I wouldn't like scratch them off in public and like be seen like going back in and going back out and going back in. I don't know. And like, again, no shade thrown at them, but like,
well, I'm kind of confused. Like, why would they even leave the store? Why don't they just scratch them off in the store?
Yeah. Like, I guess so. Like, they don't have to go back in when they finally like run out of, when they lose,
Yeah, no, I knew someone who we were opening up baseball cards like back in the day when I was like 13 or something, and like my friends, like there's this one guy who's like, it was like crack for him. Like he was like, hey, I would like 5 packs of baseball cards from the behind the counter. You get them, he opened them like right at the counter, and he sift through and like, I didn't get anything, I want 5 more. And then he just kept doing it until he got like a card.
Man, the lottery, like I did play. It was 2016, and I just everywhere like I turned, like I saw, it was like, it was a big, at the time I think it was the biggest Powerball jackpot, and like I just heard a lot of people talking about it more than usual. So like I just went in, I was like, just give me like 2 quick picks or whatever. So anyhow, guess what? Like they, I wasn't like watching it live. I wasn't, I know I'm not going to win. But I was like, well, I might as well just check it, because there are prizes, apparently for, like, this is how unfamiliar I am with it. But I mean, I figured this was the case, but I'm unfamiliar. If you hit like a certain number of numbers, like you still get like a smaller payout, not like the $800 trillion or whatever it is now. But I remember I went and looked at my ticket. I was like, okay, like what are the first 2 numbers? Like 8, 13. And I looked at the winning numbers of 8, 13. And I was like, oh my God, like this, if whoever does win this is how it would start. Right.
Yeah.
So, but then all the other numbers were wrong, so I didn't win. But isn't that weird to think about, though? Like, that is how it would start.
Yeah, no, it would. I always found that like phenomenon just so weird, where you were talking about like, hey, the Powerball is all time high, like whatever billion it is, or 100 million something.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you're always playing the lottery, like why would that matter to you? Like if I'm playing the lottery, I'm like, oh, cool. Like I'd be thrilled with like $500,000.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what does the prize money matter? Like, are you that excited that it goes from like 40 million to 80 million? Like, it's still an obscene amount of money that you're probably never going to see in your life.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like what's the difference? Like why is someone more excited about 80 million than 40 million?
well, they're probably it's probably done that with so that they buy more of those tickets. Like, oh, I could win like twice as much or whatever. I think clearly, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I never really got like, I maybe played the numbers like that. Like, I could count on probably one or two hands for sure.
Harambe is absolutely correct. Lotteries are taxed for people who don't know that.
Well, one time
it is the stupidity tax. That's true.
Well, you know what's funny? I almost want to say, I don't remember when Powerball came out, but I want to say like it came out when like we were kids, like maybe like 30 years ago. But I remember like at one point it was, when I was a kid, it was like really hot and popular, and my parents bought a ticket, and my parents never like bought lottery tickets, but I think they're just like, oh, like everyone's like doing it. Let's get one. And my dad hit like, I can't remember, but he hit like 5 numbers. He won like $500, but like, I can't remember how many numbers. I can't remember how many he hit. Like he hit enough to win him $500. So that's the most I've ever seen.
I wonder if anyone plays the lost numbers for the lottery, like 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. And that would be funny. There's probably like a lot of people who do that. So like, I would not recommend doing it. Well, I would not recommend playing the lottery in the first place. But.
You ought to play Keno, man. I love Keno.
Why? Like,
it's so much fun.
Another tax.
Yeah, but it's like it's fun if you can get like to a casino with live Keno. Oh, that's so much fun. You can just like lay back, just, and like, cause there's longevity to it, because there's like a few minutes between each roll, so you can kind of just chill, like talk with your buddies, and like it's a good thing to, like, if you were gonna like, oh, we should do that. We can sit down there in the lounge and play live Keno while we talk about the games and stuff when we're out there.
See, I wouldn't enjoy that. I think it seems like miserable to me. Like playing.
Oh no. Yeah, but there's a lot of like there's no chance of it. I mean, unless you're like betting outrage, but you can bet like 50 cents a roll. And then it's like if you get lucky, it's like, I don't know, it's just it's fun to pass the time.
So like rather watch WNBA games than do that.
You know what?
I
enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's fun. Because then, like, if you start like getting a few numbers, like sometimes like they pick 20 numbers,
yeah,
and like if you hit like 3 out of the first 4 numbers, you're like, oh my god, and then like you like plink, like you get another one, you're just like, come on, like one more. So I don't know, I think it's fun, and especially like it's not a game like blackjack where you can lose like everything you brought in like a minute and a half. So if you're someone that likes to kibitz while you're just like hanging out at the casino, you know what I mean? Like, it's a good game for longevity. The live, it's hard to find live, but there are some. Not even every Vegas casino has it, because I went to several that didn't.
It's like bingo, Is it like
sort of? Yeah, it's just 1 through 80. There's 80 numbers.
Yeah.
And then you can pick, like from 1 up to, I think you can pick just one number, and then up to 10. Obviously, if you pick 10 numbers, you have to hit more to win anything. Like, you have to hit like 4 or 5 numbers if you pick 10.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, if you hit like 10 out of 20, then like that's like the max win. So like, but you can do like 6 numbers or 7 numbers. But yeah, there's usually like 3 minutes at least between every roll. So it's just like, you can go up there and be like, well, give me like I want like 20 cards for like a dollar a piece on these on these numbers, and like you're good $20 for an hour. And like, if you do get lucky and hit 6 or 7 numbers, like you'll get like a decent payout. So it's like, and it can keep you entertained for $20 or even less. They might even let you do like less than that. I don't know.
It feels like you should be able to entertain yourself for like in another way. It's just random though, right? Like, there's no skill involved.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's like, that's not appealing to me. Like, I'd rather play something that's skill based.
Yeah, but it's something like it's like a fun like pastime. Yeah.
If you say so. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying,
Like,
if you want to like bet on something and you want longevity, it's very good. And if you hit one, then you're like good for a while. You know, like if you, I'm just saying, it's if you like longevity, it's good.
I mean, why wouldn't you just bet a game that's on TV? Like, isn't that longevity too? And there's
Well,
actually
it's
skill
not
involved
everyone.
there.
Yeah, but not everyone is like you. Some people. I'm saying to people, if you're looking for longevity, it's I have found it there. I'm just sharing my experience.
No, but like betting a game like as soon as it starts, that's longevity lasts like 2.5 hours usually, and like
Because the game's not on now.
well, there's baseball games on now. Like you could bet a baseball game, and there's actually skill involved. Where you know, like
Not in the morning.
on what
Not in the morning.
in the morning? why are you drinking
Keto every morning, every day.
That sounds awful.
No, that's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna make you.
Yeah, right.
On the cruise, I'm gonna find a cruise. I'm gonna find a cruise that has a live keno board, and I'm gonna be like, Walt, I'm gonna call up your wife and be like, hey, yeah, that won't be. She's not gonna have any questions.
Can we request the guy who abandoned ship? Like can he be our captain here?
Oh my god! Jeez, you know.
No, if you're going on a cruise, you might as well be like daring and like just have some risk involved. You know,
I'm not going on another cruise, man. No way, no how. Not now, not ever.
Who wins the World Cup? Did you attend any games in Philly? Here, the cheapest ticket was like $1,000. I like.
Walter's at every game.
I would not have attended a game if you gave me $1,000. Actually, yeah, I would. That's not true. For $1,000, I would have. But for like $100, I would not have. My dad bet Norway today for what it's worth. I don't know. Like,
I like Norway. I like Norway.
I can't name a single player on Norway or anything, but he bet Norway. So take that for what it's worth.
I think Norway advances tomorrow against England. That's I've been watching soccer for 2 weeks. I don't know. They just got good momentum right now. I think. I mean, Holland looks incredible. I mean, he's already. I mean, that's stating the obvious, but
Holland, is that a person or a place?
It's a planet.
Okay. No, you said Holland looks incredible. Like,
the player. He's a player. He's a player.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
but
I didn't know if I was like you also thought Holland was good. The team. I don't know anything about this.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, Erling Haaland.
It's okay.
It's spelled HAA land. You don't know who Holland is? Come on, man. You're supposed to be holding it down the World Cup. Yeah, you're supposed to know who that is. You're for the Walter Football Eyes on the Ground segment.
I think no, I'd rather walk on coals than watch soccer. You know, I think that's terrible.
You do know such. You'd rather walk on coals than watch soccer? Come on.
Not one game. If I had to like watch every game in the World Cup, then yeah. I'm not joking.
It's probably going to really damage your feet, man.
I watched. Well, it'll damage my brain if I watch. So like I had. Yeah, is Holland the country?
Yeah, Holland.
I had the game on. No, I didn't have the game on. My dad had the game on. I was at my parents' house with my kids there, and I was tying my shoes. So I watched 1 minute of soccer. Unfortunately, I told the story already, but I don't think you heard it. So in that 1 minute, like I'm not joking, in that 1 minute, you had 3 guys flop and pretend to be injured. And I'm like, after the second one, I started laughing, and then my dad. Whoa! So, what is that?
Sorry, I'm dog sitting. No, there's just a car coming out here.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, we can get a barking war going with Raven there, huh?
Yeah, she's upstairs, so
okay.
She wouldn't hear it. And I have my earphones in anyway. She wouldn't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, after the second one, I started laughing. My dad's like, "What? What's going on?" And like, they're faking it. And he's like, no, he's really hurt. And then the guy just stands up right away. And then the third guy fakes an injury. And I'm like, this is the gayest sport of all time. Like, and my dad just gets offended, but it's true. Like these guys are such wussies, like, but they're faking injuries and not using the arms.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely are a lot of flops.
It's so ridiculous.
It's like the NBA. It's worse than the NBA at times.
Well, so the NBA they pretend they like flail their arms to draw a foul, but they don't lie on the ground like for 30 seconds, like holding.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. In hockey, I was told this yesterday from Mike Lucchine. He said in hockey, if you do that, that's an automatic penalty. And in football, if you do that, that costs a timeout. So like it doesn't happen in any other sport like that. Like
or a 10-second runoff.
10-second runoff, yeah.
You love the runoff.
Well, usually when there's a runoff, it's the team I'm betting on, and then they don't have much time. It feels like it's never the other way, never like, oh, cool, 10-second runoff. I'm like, oh crap, now we have less time to score, and it's always the case.
I was thinking of to kind of shift gears here, but I was thinking of this game today.
Which one
of all the games where I have like a where were you like moment? Do you remember the year? It was 13-14 when the year the Seahawks won.
Yeah.
But remember, Rodgers was hurt for most of the season. He got hurt against the Bears.
Yeah.
And then they came back and they played the Bears in the last game. He threw that bomb to Randall Cobb. Mm-hmm. I remember I was working that Sunday and I was like driving around, like visiting my stores. And I went into this place in Westchester. It's called Sam's Pizza Island. I never saw a single slice of pizza at Sam's Pizza Island. I swear it was like
you never saw it.
Well, no, I used to go in there and you'd get like takeout beer. Like, this is what year? Yeah. So this is like January 2014. So, I would go in there and get like, 40s or like a six pack or 12 pack, whatever. Well, I say 40s. Geez, I haven't had a 40 since I was like 18 or 19.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. But I had a lot of work to do that day. And I was like, don't think about the game, because if they won, the winner of that game was going to win the division and go to the playoffs. Remember, the Packers were terrible without Rodgers, but like did just well enough they had a chance in that last game. So like I finally got to Sam's Pizza Island. It was the fourth quarter. I was picking up beer on the way home, and they had the game on in there. I was like, they had like these little seated sections. Again, there was no pizza to be found in this place. I swear, they only sold beer or as a front. Okay. But they had the game on. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit here and watch. And that's what I remember. Of course, that I almost forgot that it was fourth down. That bomb to Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
With like there was like 25 seconds left or 30 seconds left. I remember I jumped up and I like not like in a violent way, but like I like slammed on like the table. I was like jumping up and down. I was so pumped over at Sam's Pizza Island, and people like there was another guy there. He's like, yeah, man, he was root for the Packers too. But what a freaking that is a legendary Green Bay Packers game. It was one of my favorite games watching them.
That was a crazy one. I can answer your question with the same answer every single game. Like, where were you when this happened? Like right here in front of my TV. That's how I work. That's how I work.
Yeah. Why don't you change it up, man? Oh, that's going to happen when. For those that don't know this, Walter says he claims to not be fun to watch football with. No. But I told him, he and I, we've known each other for coming up on 22 years, and we haven't watched a football game together, and we're going to make it happen this season.
I'm going to come up. You were never at one of my Super Bowl parties? Like that?
No.
Okay. I used to throw them all the time, like before we had kids. I guess you were living in Florida back then. I mean, you are now again, but like you were here for a little bit. I'm surprised you didn't come to one.
Yeah, well, you know what? Because I was working in pizza places, so I was working every Super. Okay. That's exactly why. That's exactly why. So, you can't take Super Bowl Sunday off. You work at a pizza place.
Mr. Piss from Ninja Walter is my favorite football journalist. Thank you so much, Mr. Piss. Nice name. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Nice name.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
That's part of watching soccer in Atlanta is you can attend a strip club after. Yeah. Well, Tampa is known as the strip club capital of the world, but I didn't hear about Atlanta being strip club friendly. But I mean, I'm sure obviously they're everywhere. So,
hey,
Miami, go ahead.
No.
No, I was gonna say, like Miami. I went to a strip club in Miami right before the day before the Super Bowl down there when the Niners and Chiefs were playing there, and it was to meet with a source of ours, and it was so weird. It was like we're gonna meet him. He worked for a team in the AFC, and like, hey, do you want to meet up? He's like, yeah, I'm at so and so. I'm like, I like talked to Charlie. I'm like, that sounds like a strip club to me. I'm like, it might be like a weird restaurant or something. But we went and like we parked the car. I was like, yeah, this is a strip club.
What was it called? Like Show and Tell or something?
I was so long ago. I don't remember. I'll have to ask Charlie if he remembers. I'm not sure if he does, but like, yeah, it was. We were like talking. Like he was like telling us who his team was like probably going to draft. And he was getting a lap dance at the same time. Like it was so funny.
That's, I can't think of the last time I've been to. Well, like maybe like 10 years ago, since I've been to a strip club.
Yeah.
I feel like didn't we just recently talk about this?
I went to a strip club twice in my life. It was one was for my bachelor party, and then the other one was for meeting that source of ours. So it was so weird. I don't know. I'm not like not a big fan, and it's funny because when we started my bachelor party, like it was a group of like 12 or 13 guys. We were drinking in my house, and then we went to an 80s escape room. And that was a lot of fun. Like I think I've told this before, but it looked like a Blockbuster, and like they gave hints. Cool. Yeah, they gave hints, and like you had to find the movie and pop the movie into the VCR, and then it would give you another clue. And then like in one stage, I had to play an Atari. It was it was a lot of fun. I was going to take Ricky Pearsall, by the way, so that's a heartbreaker. But anyway, I'm
sorry I distracted you.
I didn't know.
I know. I'm just joking.
I just got sniped, but I didn't get distracted.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Anyway, and so after that, the plan was to go to a strip club and then go back to my house for more drinking. And like as I said, we had like 12 or 13 guys, and I think it was 3 of the guys had like they were like, no, I can't go to a strip club. I'm like, oh, why? And they're like, oh, my wife won't let me. And so my best man made a great point. He's like, don't you wives know that like the strip club is like the one place where you're not going to have sex.
Like, yeah.
The strip clubs, they like the strippers will not have sex with you at all ever there. Circumstances.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure if you have enough money. Well, I'm not gonna say anything else about that.
Well, do you think they're bringing thousands of dollars? Like,
oh yeah,
they're not.
Exactly.
I mean,
what if they did just that one?
Yeah, but you could do that anywhere. You could bring $1,000 and you can go find a prostitute somewhere.
I guess that's true. Did you have shirts made for your bachelor party that said like Walt's Bachelor Bash or something?
No, I mean, yeah, it would be nice to have had that, but no.
Oh, really? Don't. If I ever get married and you're part of the bachelor party, don't have those shirts made. No shirts.
Now I'm definitely gonna have those shirts.
No, I won't do it, man. I won't do it.
It'll be the Tom hates this T-shirt.
Bachelor Bash, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and no shade thrown to anyone who enjoys that, because it's like at the end of the day, you're not hurting anybody, but like. I don't know why it just makes me feel weird. Like, I don't know. I don't like advertising that I'm part of like a group like that. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
For one night, it's a bachelor party.
Yeah, but it's like, let's do like whatever, like at the bachelor party. And again, I'm not hating, like,
yeah,
a couple hundred. If you like to do that, but man,
people spent $100 on me on lap dances. Like the place we went to was like pretty upscale, so it would have definitely been 4 figures for that. And the place we went to in Miami, that maybe it was like $20, and you could probably do something good there. But no, what'd you say?
$100 that'll buy you 5 hours on Keno. How do you like that? Man, I want you to start branching out some more.
Keno, the like random gambling.
Just sit there and put 10 cents on it, and we can hang out and talk.
I could put 10 cents on a baseball game this happened.
Okay,
what's really the difference?
Let's. What we're gonna do. We're gonna the cruise ship. We're gonna find a cruise ship that has live Keno, and we're gonna go.
Yeah, and the guys are gonna abandon the ship, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's read some of these comments. Glad you like season 2 of One Piece. Yeah, Libertarian Overwatch was on last week. He told us to watch season 2 of One Piece. Patrick said that it was every episode was unique, and he was right on the money, man. That was absolutely true. What a cool show. One Piece. Have you ever seen it, Tom?
No, I accidentally watched season 1 of Two Piece. No, I haven't heard of it. I'm sorry.
You ever heard of One Piece? It's
the bathing suit or the show, the television program.
Oh, if it's the bathing suit, it's a bad option. But if it's the TV show, is pretty good. It's about like, pirates and they have these things called devil fruits, and it gives certain people like superpowers and. They're looking for this specific treasure called the One Piece, and the characters are really cool, and like the environment's awesome, and like every episode is unique. Like that was absolutely true. So thank you, Patrick, for making me watch that, because I did watch season 1 and I liked it, but I was just kind of like I was just watching random movies this summer, and so when are you doing another basketball job? We can do another one after that if you want to join, Ethan.
Yeah.
So
what's up, Ethan?
As soon as this one's done, we can pop in another one and just have it on in the background.
Ethan, thanks for joining, man. We were chatting before the show, so good to see you. Thanks, everyone.
Performed Purple Rain in front of a cruise audience during karaoke, and everyone hyped me up for the rest of the trip. Made me look really good in front of my girl. Shout out to those people. Nice,
dude. Straight up, what a positive cruise experience. See, that could be you. That could be us, Walter, playing Keno and doing karaoke. But no, you won't. But no, I can't even get you to watch a WNBA game. It's always what you want.
sorry, this is all selfish.
We like to have a good time here. Let's keep ripping the comments. What do we got?
All right. We have Quacky out here doing the equivalent of waterboarding Walt, making him watch documentaries, WNBA games, and trying to plan into going to Broadway shows.
Hey, look, I want him to have fun. I care about Walter. I want to have a good time.
Here are things that will make you miserable. Like let's have fun.
Yeah, but worst case, even if it was, we can laugh about it later. You'd rather be doing something else.
Well, look, if we're watching a WNBA game together, it's I don't think that's like the worst thing, because you can bet on it. It's kind of like it's better than Keno, because again, like you can make an educated guess on what's going to happen. I think that's like at least like somewhat interesting. But if you're just randomly betting numbers, like what's the point? Is there big on this? Like how does that work? Like how's the house make money on Keno? Is there like 00 that no one could do? Like in
something to do, Walt.
Something. What do you mean? No, I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's something to do. No, like okay, like if you pick 4 numbers, like obviously like 4 out of 4 isn't going to pay out as much as 7 out of 7. But if you hit if you go 7 numbers and you hit 6 out of 7, that might pay more than 4 out of 4. So you kind of have to like weigh out, like, do I want to pick several numbers or pick less and like maybe bet more,
So you're already like negating what you said. You're like sit back, relax, and like have fun, like passively. And like now you're like, oh, you have to pick 4 numbers, you have to pick 7 numbers, you have to make decisions. Like now you're making it sound even worse.
There's nothing hard about it. You just fill out the card.
No, but you're talking about making decisions and stuff like
that. All right,
you
don't have to play. We'll sit there. I'll play.
You'll play for me.
You'll
be my,
exactly.
Keno investor.
Yeah. Hey, you're talking about the pirate show treasure. Hey, can you imagine if you found like treasure nowadays? Like, what would you? It's like people. Oh, like I found like a buried treasure chest. Like, oh, I'm rich, but like how? Like, what do I do? Do I take the treasure to like a pawn shop, or like how do I redeem my money for that?
I mean, look. Those
might happen to me.
Well, if you find gold, obviously you can sell the gold. If you find like an old relic, you can get it appraised. Like they have those what's that show where they have the 2 guys are like, the best I can give you is so and so, like
Pawn Stars.
Yeah, Pawn Stars. Yeah, you can try to sell to them. You could be on their show.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
I always wondered what I would do if I found that buried treasure.
Are you ever going to be in a position to find
absolutely not. I won't even go on a cruise. Are you kidding? I'm not going to be on a different boat looking for treasure.
Well, you can have a sailboat. Would you ever sail out to sea?
No.
It's funny because my swim coach, he was also the football coach at my high school. He was at a public school in Philadelphia public schools. They had to double down. He told me like when I was about to graduate. And he asked me my plans, And then I was like, are you gonna retire soon? I asked him. He's like, so yeah, I'm gonna retire in a few years. And I'm like, oh, do you have any plans? And he's like, yeah, I just want to sail out to sea. I'm like, just by yourself? He's like, yeah, I just want to sail out to sea. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Look, I think that's really cool for those that have an adventurous spirit. I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm scared. The bottom line is I'm scared.
Yeah, I want to do it, but like it's a cool thing that like never happens anymore. It used to happen a lot, but a long time ago, like people would like sail out, try to find new land, or like they'd be here, like explore America, because like that no one knew that was out in the frontier, and like people would explore. And now, or even like even when I was a kid, like I'd ride the bike around like different parts of the neighborhood where I hadn't been before, and like I'd find like, oh, this street actually connects to this one. Like I thought I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Like now you have a phone here where you can like you have Google Maps, so you could just look at everything, or like you have Facebook where you can coordinate with people. So I used to ride around all the time and be like, hey, is Jerry home? Like, no, he's not home. Is Dean home? Yeah, like, hey, do you want to hang out? Like, it'd be a surprise. Like, you never knew what was going to happen. But now, like, you would just like coordinate on social media and stuff, and it's everything is kind of like lost its luster,
We were talking about Pawn Stars a second ago. Do you remember they had like it was more like a Jerry Springer-esque like show? It was called Hardcore Pawn. It was about a pawn shop in Detroit. You remember that?
I know the name. I never watched it though.
So anyhow, back when I used to work conventions with the security company, we worked it was a pawnbrokers like convention, and I was managing it, and it was at the Mirage, which is no longer around. And I was coming in with like a full suit and like a lanyard with like a badge, so I did look pretty official. And I was walking through these glass doors, and guess who was there? Les Gold and Seth Gold from the show. It was a pawnbroker show, so like that's what they really do. It wasn't, and they made, that hardcore pawn. It didn't last as long. It's not around anymore, so it didn't make it like hardcore pawn made it. But anyhow, so I'm walking through the main glass doors there in the Mirage, like right where the convention center side is, and Seth Gold is standing right there, and like he definitely mistook me for somebody else. He thought he knew me because like he looked right at me and he was just like his eyes got wide, and I was just walked right in the door, and I just walked right up to him and shook his hand. And I was like, "Hi, how you doing? I'm Tom." And he's like, "Hi, how's it going?" And I just walked away.
That's funny.
So I got to meet Seth Gold, because like I met a few celebrities, and you can't be like, "Oh my god!" I mean, not that he's a celebrity, but like, he's known on some level. But like I've met like other celebrities, and you can't be like, "Oh my god!" like out here like fangirling over there. So like I usually am just like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like I'm Tom, and that's it.
Yeah,
like, treat him normally.
Yeah, it's like embarrassing if you do that. Like, it's a grown man. Now, if you're a kid, yeah, you understand that.
Yeah.
But no, if you're like a grown man, like, oh my god, it's so and so. Like, what? It's just another grown man.
Yeah.
But if you're a kid, but if you're a kid, it's like that those people are like larger than life. They're adults. Like you can do that obviously if you're a kid. And I've seen like women do that to like male celebrities they like or something. But it's like a grown man. It's kind of like embarrassing, I think, if you do that.
Yeah, I fangirl whenever I see you in person.
That's true. No, actually, that's not true. You scare me by sneaking up behind me.
Yeah, like I come out. I was hiding behind my car for a second. Actually, I should have thought about that.
Yeah, you should have recorded the reaction.
Yeah, I'd be like, watch me prank Walter Football here.
Yeah, I know. Well,
he doesn't.
I'm getting my daughter out of the car, and like who? Like I hear the voice, and like who's this weirdo like coming up behind me when I'm getting my daughter out of the car? Like
So now I feel bad. I wasn't even like I was like over here on the other side. I was like, hey, excuse me, sir, and you're like, hey. No, it was shocking.
Yeah,
but it's like, okay. Well, now I feel terrible. But I was fangirling so hard. That's how it just manifested itself. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool surprise though.
Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah, for those of you that didn't know, we did a in-person show. I surprised Walter at his house. Yeah, we did the show in the same spot. Brandon, you've run into some weird celebs.
I ran into a lot of weird celebs when with Charlie and I used to go to Super Bowl locations, and like we'd see like random celebrities like walking around, and like a lot of the times what would happen is like I'd see someone walk by and I'd be like, I know that, who is that? And then like 10 minutes later, it's like, oh, that's Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. like random.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I saw him walk by. I'm like, I know this person. Who is this person? I don't want to like stop and ask him.
You should have just fangirled.
Oh, Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. You got dumber each season. You were smart the first season, but then you became dumb.
You should have just been like, oh my God, you know,
Eddie Winslow.
You should have gone back and been like, hey, what's up?
Just like 10 minutes later, like, hey, Eddie, come back. I know you.
I met Ryan Dempster once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, former pitcher.
My friend told me a story once where he was working at the Verizon wireless store downtown, and the one of the Braves pitchers came in because the Braves were playing at the Phillies that day, and I don't it was one of those Smoltz, Glavin, Maddox guys. I can't remember exactly which one it was. It was one of them, and so he wanted like a new charger or something. I forget what he wanted, but like my friend, he eventually sold him something, and then like he dropped something on his hand, and it was his pitching hand, and like the guy's like, oh my God, like I just injured this baseball player. He didn't miss any time, but he thought he injured the
oh my God.
Yeah.
I feel like baseball injuries you don't hear all that often. Hang on one second. Do you think you can handle talking for like a minute? I got to take the dog out here, I think.
No, I can't. I can't possibly do that today.
All right, give me a little bit here. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all.
Okay. All right. I will read comments while Tom's away. When a receiver commits 9 felonies on camera, all charges have been dropped. When a cornerback reportedly commits 8 felonies, life in prison. His team cut him. Well, usually it's it's how good the corner is. If it's like a Patrick Surtain level corner, they're probably going to let it go. But if it's a corner who is just average, like Terrian Arnold, who hasn't been that good in the pros, they'll be like, you can hit the road, Terrian. So it really depends on the skill level of the player, So although I mean players are treated differently, there's no doubt about that. Let's see here. Sorry about the Marlin. Well, I'll wait for Tom to come back to read that one. In case anyone's wondering, Walt's 119,000 crowns worth $217. So I'm not just like accumulating like crowns and just like saving them. What I usually do is I will spend my crowns on the $100 single entry in the NFL. So I guess based on this, I'll be able to get 2 entries. So I'll do like week 1, I'll have a single entry for that, and then week 2, I'll have a single entry for free. So that's usually what I do. It's usually not a good idea to save crowns because like DraftKings doesn't have to like commit to them. They can just like take them away if they wanted to. They're like not legally obligated to let you keep your crowns. They could be like, oh, this promo's over. They kind of did that with Rainmakers. Although they did pay out for Rainmakers, but with crowns, I don't think they'd be like legally in trouble if they did something like that. So I would not like hoard them or anything. So but I will spend them come September. You'll see the number go down in September once we do the live weekly drafts. They nuked the reward program. They really have. Like, it used to be great. They used to have such great rewards and everything. It used to have like, hey, you entered I don't know, you picked all 32 teams to score a touchdown, you win X number of crowns. Or like the number of players you had this week scored 20 touchdowns, you get X number of crowns. Like they've definitely depleted the system. It kind of sucks. And DraftKings is really kind of pivoting to the predictions market. So that's what they've done, because I guess they were tired of not having their platform available in every state. And I kind of saw it coming because not kind of, but like they sent me one of those emails where they're like, hey, can you take the survey? We'll give you $5 in just DraftKings cash. I'm like, I'm like, okay, I'm not doing anything right now. Like I'm like I'm on the toilet, so I'll fill it out. And every question in that survey was about predictions markets, like on Polymarket and Kalshi. And so like I was like, that's so weird that DraftKings is asking this so many questions about predictions markets. And so I was like, yeah, I'm like, when I heard the news that DraftKings is like, hey, we have a predictions market, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense. Just because I just based on the questions they're asking. So yeah, that wasn't surprising at all. Tom, you're back. I hear you. I'm not looking at the screen right now, but I hear you.
Rest assured, I'm here, man.
Okay.
What were you talking about while I was?
So real fast. So Harame said Walt's 119,000 crowns were $217 based on crown rates. So I saved those up for football season 10 or the $100 single entries. So I wanted to enter 2 for free. And then Ethan said he hates how they DraftKings nuked their reward program, and it was a lot better back in the day, and now they're kind of focusing. Kalen Blackman. So like I was kind of focusing on how they're focused more on predictions markets and stuff like that. Like they want to turn into like a Kalshi or a Poly market. So I can't blame them because that's kind of like where it's going. And I even like. They sent me a survey and I did it, and they had a comment section. They're like, leave, like, do you have any additional comments? Leave them. And I was like, angrily, I'm like, I can bet on the I can bet on the NFL draft on not Polymar, on Kalshi. I'm like, figure out a way to do it. There's no reason for you not to be able to do it. So I guess they did. Ty Simpson, by the way, was drafted. I don't know why someone would draft Ty Simpson. Don't draft Ty Simpson.
Dude, they did that just like they named the Walt's favorite shrimp after you, Red Lobster.
That's right.
Dude, right. We're making serious moves between that and moving that Marlins line. You
you moved the Marlins line from 300 to 1 to what, 70 to 1 now?
75. Yeah, I was single-handedly responsible for that. They did lose today, but luckily the Phillies lost too. So they won 6 in a row. I mean, obviously they're not going to win every game, but they. It's. Anything could happen, but they have a 3-game lead in the wild card right now, and they're tied with the Phillies. So for second place, and I think they're only like 3.5 games back of the Braves for first. So I mean, look at that number. I have it a couple times at 400 to 1, and now it's moved to. I did see it at 130 to 1, which is still fantastic, and even 75 to 1 is. I mean, there are 3 games up in the wild card right now, and I know there's a long way to go, but I think. And I know I've talked about this in previous shows, but this is how strongly I feel about it. At that number, you can put yourself into a great situation to hedge and come out with a nice profit. So, they have a good young team. So,
yeah, as long as they make the playoffs, which right now, I mean, the All-Star break's coming up in a few days. Like they are 3 up on the wild card. Like that's pretty impressive. And you posted something on X today where you're like there's only a few teams that have a better record than the Marlins. Right now, and yet they're like set 100 to 1 in some sports books. Like DraftKings has 100 to 1 right now.
Yeah, so it's a reputation thing, and look, who knows? Maybe they fall apart after the All-Star break, but I mean, they have the right mix of things happening there. I think so. I think that line is. I mean, to say it's a steal, it would be the understatement of the year.
Oh yeah, it's a complete misprice, and you're totally right. It's definitely on price memory and whatnot. Mm-hmm. We went around into Elijah Wood shopping for Christmas decorations at Target. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
My dad told me he ran into Jennifer Aniston on the airplane.
Really?
I was thinking like, why is she not like flying private jet? But apparently she was on his flight, I guess. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. And he said hi to her, and she was very nice. So
my uncle met Vanna White on a plane.
No, really?
Yeah. He has a picture with her.
Oh, that's
from I want to say it's like the pictures from like the 80s.
Mm.
So it was a long time ago. Jeez, I would never go. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I would never go on a game show now, man.
Why?
Are you kidding me? And it's not because I don't think I'm that bright, but like, what if I went on a Wheel of Fortune and it was like something really obvious? and I just like misspoke or missed it, and then like now that's
Yeah,
online for everyone to see forever. And now like I'm like that idiot in like in the video game, in the game show bloopers reel forever. Oh,
well,
I would never want to do it.
You could be the guy, people who annoy you. Do you know that clip? Do you know that clip?
Oh yeah. No, not like that. But I mean, like where people have like, what was the one that's it was like give yourself a round of applause, but the guy said like give yourself something a sausage.
Oh,
And it's like, and it was so obvious, like it's something like that.
okay.
Like that's what I would be like. It's like, dude, how could you think that? Like, I can't give yourself something of a something of sausage. I can't remember what it was, but it was very obvious. I'm afraid that I would make a fool out of myself that way.
There was a Price is Right, no, not Price is Right, Family Feud episode where the topic was birds that don't fly, and the lady she said this so proudly and confidently. She's like, dolphin.
That's awesome. I saw one. This was like from way back in the day, a Family Feud with like the old days, like Richard Dawson. Mm-hmm. He's like, name a fruit that is yellow. He's like, an orange. He's like, cost of a dozen roses, $1.50. It's like something in a bird cage other than a bird. And he goes, a hamster. And then he's like, and he just stops. And Richard, he just stops. He's like, please. He's like, we got to start over. This is too much. Like, so like, see, like that would be me. I would be afraid that that I would say something like that.
I don't think you would say something like that.
Or, okay, here's a better one. Remember Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Oh yeah.
Remember, like the people that missed for those of you who maybe never watched the show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, back in like the late 90s, it was like
Regis.
Regis Philbin hosted it first. It was like the greatest game show of all time. Everyone was watching it, and I think at the time, $1 million, that was the biggest prize like ever on a game show. So that generated intrigue too, of course, so everyone, I used to watch it in like, came out when I was in like 7th or 8th grade. I loved it. I never missed it. But the first couple of questions, you would reach a safe haven at like $1,000, and I think like $32,000. So if you miss a question from there, like then you don't. Maybe right. I don't need to explain this. Maybe some people don't know it though. But yeah, but so like the first 5, it was like $100 question, 200, 500, 1,000, or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's just like the first question, the music, the background music is even different. It's like a little more fun because it's like these questions are supposed to be like breeze through, like Little Miss Muffet sat on her blank, like, you know what I mean, like stuff like that. So it was kind of almost like a lot of times you'd get a laugh out of it, like, oh, this is so easy, because they wanted everyone to at least get to that $1,000 like safe haven.
Right.
But there were several people that got out on that first question, or like they said it was like, which one of these would protect you from like a flood? And he said surge protector. But like when he said it, he was like, "Oh no, wait, no!" Like, but it was too late.
Oh man,
because they had to say final answer. But like he just kind of thought the wrong thing and answered too quickly. Like, hey, like this is a round. Like he kind of just breezed through. Like, let's get this, and just didn't. He just had a moment, and now forever you remember. Like you have your chance to win $1 million, and like not only did you win nothing, but you embarrassed yourself for like the rest of your life. That's why I don't want to go on a game show. That sounds like something that would happen to me.
Do you think like you walk down the street and people are like, "Hey, it's surge protector guy"?
No, I feel bad for that guy, because it's just like he's probably not dumb. Like he just had a dumb moment, and it's just like that's. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel bad for him.
Well, they definitely screen the people before. Like you have to apply, and you have to be, you have to be good, and on top of that, you have to do the fastest finger question.
Right.
And which I think is probably the toughest part of the show, because you have to be like, not only do you have to know the question, you have to do like super fast.
Yeah. That was tough. Yeah, the fastest finger. Forgot about that.
Yeah,
but we talked about this. Remember the show that came soon after that called Greed, and that they at one point gave away over $1 million. But we've talked about Greed on the show, but I'll never forget. I actually looked it up on YouTube recently. There's an episode where the very first question, like you had a captain. For those unfamiliar with Greed, you had a captain, and then like each player would like be asked a question. They would give the answer. There was multiple guess. There's like 4 answers to choose from at first, and then they would say, "Okay, this is what I think the answer is." Okay, the captain, do you accept or want to change it? And the captain had the power to change it. And Chuck Woolery was the host. It was a game he did like the Love Connection, like back in the day, and he was the host of Greed. And the first question was, which of the following shows did yours truly Chuck Woolery never host. And the correct answer was Singled Out. Do you remember Singled Out on MTV with Jenny McCarthy and then I think Carmen Electra?
Yeah, and the guy who does Talking Dead was the male host.
Oh, really?
What's his name? I can't remember his name off the top of my head. What's his name? Talking Dead host. Chris Hardwick. Yeah, he was the male.
Did he? Okay.
He was the male host. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know, but one of the answers was Wheel of Fortune, and Chuck Woolery did at one point host Wheel of Fortune.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, this guy with the question, it's kind of, they're like kind of chuckling, like, who wouldn't know this? Like, you're on this game show with this host, you don't like read up on the host a little bit.
Yeah.
And the guy even says, he's like, well, Chuck, he's like, I've been following your career. I know that you never hosted Wheel of Fortune. And Chuck's like, okay, or something like that. And then the captain was like, yeah, I mean, okay. And they're like, no, like they're out on the first question. And like the other teammates who like didn't even get a chance to play, their jaws are just like on the floor. I'd be so mad.
That's not like a question that a lot of people know,
Yeah, but if you're going on a game show, come on. And you don't know anything about the host, you're not going to like read it. Like, who is the host? I don't know. That would be like that would be like if I came on your podcast and I didn't know anything about you. Like, who are you again? Like, that would just be rude, I think.
I guess so. I don't know. I think like thinking dolphin is a bird is probably worse.
I just don't want to miss the first question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's
they did make the music more intense as you went on. They had three different music songs.
Three different music.
They did the fast ones up to 1,000. Then they did intermediate, it was like slower, but like it was calmer. But then like in the final one, once you got past 64,000 or 32,000 or whatever, like it got like serious, and they're the heartbeat in the music in the song too.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. And the bittersweet moment of that show was when that guy is the first one to win $1 million and didn't use any of his lifelines except for when he called his dad and he was like, "Hey, Dad, I'm a millionaire," at the end, which was
John Carpenter.
Yeah, it was a cool moment. I remember like watching this live. I was like, "Oh, that's awesome!" But I never watched the beginning of it. I never heard what his profession was, and like I rewatched it recently, and he's like, "I'm an IRS agent." I'm like, "Oh, this is the bad guy. This is the bad guy one."
No, IRS. I think that's right. I think that does ring a bell to me now.
He was an IRS agent. Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, the bad guy won." That sucks.
Yeah. The IRS agent won $1 million. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well,
throw him off the cruise instead.
Yeah. Well, but I remember that too. And that's funny that you bring that up because I just saw a reel of that like a week ago with that scene with because I watched it live too. And this guy, I mean, there was no question. I'm like 95% sure there wasn't any question where he was like, He was just
no.
B, final answer.
Yeah.
And on the last question, even like Regis Philbin was just like, well, we're here with John. Like he knew it was inevitable.
Yeah.
Just the way he was, and like that guy, John Carpenter, he was just so calm like the entire time. And the $1 million question, he's like, I'd like to use my phone a friend and call my dad. He's like, "Hey, Dad, I don't need any help. I just want to let you know that I'm going to win $1 million."
Yeah, it was very cool moment. Yeah, except until you learn his profession. Like, could you said an ESPN guy who steals money from people. Like, it's the same thing. He's a government worker who steals money from people. It's basically the same thing. What? It's true.
No, the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire money was wasted on him.
Yeah, I know.
It's a sad thing, but
Regis was awesome on the show though. He was so good.
Yeah, he was perfect for that. Remember, like people really were into the shiny ties that he would wear. I know. Oh, you really love neckties, right?
Oh yeah, it's a huge
fan.
You
said you loved Regis Philbin's ties because they're nice and.
Yeah, I love ties so much. It's my favorite thing.
I was actually thinking about wearing a tie on the show tonight just to provoke you. Yeah,
I've never wear a tie ever. I don't think I'm ever gonna wear a tie ever again in my life.
Oh, if I ever get married, I'm gonna. You don't have a choice in the matter. You're gonna be in the. I almost said the bridal party. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're not careful, I will. No, but you'll have to be
party. Sure.
Yeah. Exactly. No, but I mean, you're gonna. I'll make you a groomsman, and like the no ifs, ands, or buts. There's gonna be a tie as part of the suit. That's it, and that's all. And you have to.
God. I mean,
I'll,
look, if
I'll
I'm
even
the
okay.
master,
I'll even tie it for you.
if I'm the groom's party, then I guess. Yeah,
Oh,
okay. If you tie for me, that's fine.
is
I'm
that the
not.
biggest is that the biggest part that you hate about it? The tying? I mean, I guess.
Well, it's not comfortable either, and it looks ugly. It's more than that, but I can't tie it. I've watched like no joke like 20 videos like, hey, what's how learn to tie? I'm like, okay, maybe this will help. It's like, no, doesn't help at all. And like next video doesn't help. Next video doesn't help. Next video doesn't help. I can't do it. Like I just it's like a mental block. I just can't do it.
I feel that because I have my roommate Dave. He taught me how to tie a tie in the 10th grade, and that's the only tie I've ever like done. And it's like
still tied up.
Yeah, well, no, like it looks pretty good most of the time. Like it works. Sometimes on certain ties it looks a little too thin, but like I don't get like the double Windsor. Same thing. Like I'm just too stupid, man. I can't figure like from a video. Like I would have to like stand next to somebody and do it. But like I don't know. I talk about this on the show all the time. I think I'm just getting dumber every day. I can't figure it. And I don't wear ties that often. That like the tie that I have, it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't need to be doing all that. So
yeah, worked at GMC years ago in Houston during the Super Bowl. Ezekiel Elliott came and looking for estrogen blockers. Wonder what that was for.
Oh my god! I guess maybe he was thinking about transitioning or something.
Oh man, yeah.
No, I shouldn't say that. I'm just joking.
DraftKings stock. You were joking?
Yeah, let's just move on. I don't want to cause any.
I can't be canceled. I guess you can. I don't know. Well, DraftKings stock is about half of what it is at the start of 25. Yeah, that's I guess that's true. Let's look at DKNG stock and let's see. So a year ago it was look, a year ago it was $48 and now it's $26.48. So yeah, it's definitely dropped a lot. I wouldn't be investing in DraftKings. I don't think there's really. I mean, you're gonna invest in something. Invest in like companies that make a lot of money, not like DraftKings. You know. I did throw a small play on Marlins as well. Maybe they make a deadline move that helps them. It'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, if they make a trade, yeah. I mean, I think they have a decent team. Like their pitching's better now. They have good hitting. They got Liam Hicks I think's back from injury. So like they've got good hitters. So I think they can make some noise.
Yeah.
Need to make some improvement from Marcy and So
agreed. They're playing a little bit better though. Those two.
Yeah.
The Marlins have been hitting a lot more home runs because they're not really a team that's known for power. But I don't know. I think they're picking up some momentum here. Possibly, I hope now that I post all this stuff about them, they don't freaking bite the dust.
That's it. They're gonna lose 6 in a row.
I'm telling you. That sounds like something that would happen to me.
You jinxed yourself. It's over.
Yeah, but look, I mean, nothing I'm saying isn't fact. I mean.
Yeah,
they're definitely a good team.
When Matt gets back to full strength, he might still be able to take you out. Still, like take me where? Take you Walt where?
Out to dinner.
Yeah, it'd be a lovely dinner, I guess.
Wait, who's Matt?
Matt Miller. He's talking. The guy on the thumbnail.
The title of the video. I'm telling you, I get dumber every day. No, but I was thinking maybe I don't know what I was thinking. God bless it, man.
I did like the thumbnail though. I really did like the thumbnail. I'm gonna pull it up, and hopefully it pulls up soon. But it was a pretty cool thumbnail. I think ChatGPT did a good job here. And I added the eye patch myself. I don't know why. It's like dawned on me to have an eye patch. But yeah, you have Mina Kimes in here. You have here we go. He's right here we go. So he's backing up his things. Chris Berman with an announcer microphone for some reason. You have Mina Kimes, top 10 the Stanford tree, which is always in those commercials. They're telling him to leave, go home. Yeah, so rough times for Matt Miller.
Does Chris Berman still call the home run derby?
I don't know.
Do we know? Because I think at one point he stopped. But remember back in the 90s, and look, I always liked Chris Berman as a as an announcer, and commentator. But like, remember for years, like the home run derby, like back, gone, back. Like and there's these guys are hitting like 800 home runs, back. Oh, it's like, oh my god, like it was like. I don't know if I say iconic, but like in the world of like sports announcing, like that's like people remember that back, gone, but like every time.
Yeah. So Berman hasn't announced the home run derby since 2016. So that just shows that
Okay,
we
yeah,
haven't seen it in a while. It's Kyle Ravitch or Carl
yeah,
Ravitch.
Berman, yeah, back fatigue.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's
I mean, he was great on NFL primetime. But
well, oh yeah. No, I always really liked Berman, but you know, like another thing, you know, that well, this lasted far shorter amount of time was when Tony Romo first went in the booth. And you know, people have mixed feelings about him. I think he does. I like Romo in the booth.
you
But
know,
remember at first when he was like predicting the plays.
mhm.
It's like, hey, that's really cool. It is truly. He's like, oh, run to the right, coming here. Like, oh, it's going to be pass over the middle or
Yeah.
wherever. But it's like, are you going to do that before every single play? Like, dude, you're ruining the game. Respectfully,
I think it made the game more fun, honestly, because like
every time
like
though.
what if he's
No.
wrong this time though? You know, like that's how I felt about it.
I feel like he was correct every single time. I'm saying,
Yeah,
why isn't there a team? Well, maybe they haven't. You just don't hear about it. Like, why don't they have him be a defensive coordinator if he can like tell like because he wasn't just doing that for the Cowboys, like he was doing it for every team. So it's like just put him up. It's like okay, look, run to the right.
Yeah, it's it's a legit question.
Yeah, like why don't if he's that good at it? I mean, seems like he's pretty good at it to me. I haven't heard any. I mean, maybe others can do it and they just haven't. But I'm sure they can.
I mean, he's making I believe more money than any coordinator. You know, so he'd have to take a pay cut. Like I don't know if any team's going to hire him as coordinator. Although, like if you can predict every play, that's that's something else. So
yeah, but if he's a guy that I mean, how much more money does this guy need? You know, he's real. I mean, he's got the guy. You know, what I'm saying he's got. If he's the one missing piece to him, might be a Super Bowl title. You know, because he never got there as a. Maybe he'd be like, hey, like I don't care if I take a huge pay cut. I'm worth like $100 trillion.
No.
You know, he played for the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, he didn't have that much success, but he made a lot of money. And now he's like a big name commentator. You know, he's good to go, man.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe he's like, hey, I want to get a ring, and you know, the teams recognize that I do that. Maybe who knows? Maybe they have, or maybe he doesn't know. Maybe most people do know that in the football world, and he's the only one that's like done it.
I mean, it would be a lot more work too, you know, constantly grinding the tape and everything. I mean, I'm sure he watches the games that like the teams that he's going to broadcast, but like, I mean, that's just watching football. Like, I'm sure he's not like breaking down every single play. Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe he is, but it seems like I think he was a lot better when he started. It seems like he's gotten a little lazy recently, where he's kind of like made some mistakes. Like he's called like the wrong player and stuff like that, or like he just gets the name wrong. Although I guess I'm on the talk because yesterday I called Cale Williams Chris Williams, but for me I was just tired. But for him,
Al Jackson.
Yeah, Al Jackson. Yeah, Marie's Drew Jones with a carry for the Jaguars, which is Kevin Riley, the best play-by-play.
Oh yeah, we love him.
My Philadelphia Eagles.
Man, I haven't heard Kevin Riley in a long time.
He was one of a kind. Like when he, for some reason, when he was always my Philadelphia Eagles. It was never it was my Philadelphia Eagles, and then he never knew any other players' names. Like he just Lamar Johnson with the Ravens. Like we get everything wrong.
Man, I'm telling you what they should do. If McCarthy doesn't work out if the coaching doesn't work out with Dallas, imagine. Okay, maybe not this year. One day. Romo is the coach or on the coaching staff of the Dallas Cowboys, and he wins the Super Bowl with them as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
that would make him happy. I bet.
I guess so. Yeah. Well,
I bet he would feel fulfilled, huh? Maybe he would want that. Let's ask him. Tweet him.
Let's get him on the show.
Just see
for next week. Yeah.
Just if he only wants to answer that one question, that's cool.
Yeah. Hey.
I don't know, but it seems he can predict all those plays. Like.
No, like I said, I think like he's doing far less work now than he would be if he were a coach. You know, like and there might be something to that. He's making more money doing less work than if you were a coach. You'd be doing a lot more work for less money. So I would doubt that he would go to be a coach. But.
True, but also like I mean, maybe he's just not as good as he might seem, or like maybe that's common for a lot of people in football to be able to do that. I don't know. Maybe not. But it's just like, if he was really that good, like I feel like teams would be tripping over themselves, like trying to convince him. So maybe it's not. I don't know.
Maybe they have. Maybe they have.
That's true. Yes.
The story never broke. No one knows the story, and I won't say who it is, but there is a former announcer who was offered a huge sum of money by an NFL team to be their head coach, and he turned it down. It was like, and this was like maybe 15 years ago. Yeah, about 15 years ago. He was offered $12 million by a team, and to be their head coach, and he said no. So and again, that has never been. No one has ever broke that story. Not Schefter. There's probably like 20 or 30 people who know that, and I know that because Charlie and I had dinner with someone who knew that guy very closely, and
Wow.
he told us off the record. And I remember walking with Charlie afterward, and Charlie's like, "Do I report this? But it's off the record." And so Charlie never said anything. I never said anything. I never said who it was or who the team was. Yeah, there's like 30. Yeah, it's a football team. Yes.
Ahmad Rashad.
How'd you know? There's 30 people. About 30 people probably know this, and yeah, it never got out. It never got out. And I don't know if Charlie will ever mention it, but yeah, it would be interesting if he ever did. But it's it like that team at the time was going through some rough times, and they really needed a good head coach. And I think that he would have done a good job for them, but he was making so much money in the booth, and he was not doing a lot of work in the booth. And so he's like, hey, this is a comfortable lifestyle where I'm not doing a lot of work and I'm making a lot of money, and I'm just going to stay in the booth. So
okay, well, I have a couple guesses, but I won't say anything just in order to,
Okay, when you make your guess, I will say the same thing. I will say that's an interesting guess. So go ahead.
No, I don't want to make the guesses because I already know the answer.
Who is it?
Collinsworth.
That's an interesting guess.
Wow, wasn't sure you would say that, but no, I really don't know.
Yeah. Aikman. That's an interesting guess.
An interesting guess, yeah. Hey, let me ask you something. Have you ever separated your laundry into whites and colors? Because I've never done it and nothing bad's ever happened.
No, I've never done it. I never thought to do it, actually. Like I knew of it. Well, actually, my wife, she separates the whites from stuff if she wants to bleach the whites.
Okay.
And I think that's really the only reason if you want to bleach the whites. But I remember a Boy Meets World episode where Eric Matthews, he's like going to live on his own, and he's like freaking out, and he's like holding up a sweater that's white and black. He's like, "Where do I put this? Do I put this in the whites? Do I put this in the colors?" Like, I don't know. I remember watching that. Like, oh my god, I don't know this either. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, but now, like, I never do. I never bleach my stuff, but my wife for some reason bleaches. I don't know why, but she does. So that's her. That's her duty. I don't handle the bleaching stuff. I will do my own laundry sometimes. Sometimes she'll do mine too, but like the bleaching thing, I can't even fathom like why you would bleach something. Unless it's like a stain on it and you want to bleach. I get that, but like she does it all the time, and I'm like,
really?
Why are you? Yeah. I'm like, I just don't know.
Wow, just trying to make the laundry last. I don't know. I've never see. Here's the thing. There's like so many different things to choose from. Like maybe like when I wash my sheets or whatever, I think there's like heavy duty or like thick or heavy sheets or something like setting. I'll choose that. But otherwise, it's like okay, like regular in with the detergent. Like there's all these different settings. Like what kind of such? I mean, I guess if I was out playing in the mud or something, which isn't going to happen, or or like if I spilled ketchup down my shirt, I guess. But like. I've never like used any other like I never really had a need to use like any other laundry setting other than regular and like whatever the heavy duty is for a bed sheet.
I always put it on delicates, just because my laundry machine for some reason is pretty rough and like makes holes in like different things. And so
wow, that's a rough laundry machine, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need a new one, but yeah, delicates seem to fix that just like that problem. So that's why I always use delicates. I don't know. Either that or shrink green. That is an interesting guess. It was. Look, I said it's 15 years ago. So think about the announcers who were announcing.
15 years ago. What year are we in now?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, it says right there on there in the bottom right hand corner of my screen.
Yes,
2000.
that's how
Dude,
we know.
you want to know how I know I'm getting dumber every year?
What's that?
Is that last because like when we were in our 20s and you'd see people be like they had to think for a second to remember how old they were.
Yeah.
Like they have to do that. But you know what I found myself doing at the end of last year? I was like, it's like October 2025, and I'm like, wait, is it 2026 now, or is it about to be 2026? And it's like, I freaking lost it, man.
I don't think that's that bad, honestly. I really don't. I mean, if you're close to the year, like you might be like, oh, is it 2026 yet? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
And this year's already halfway over.
That's great, isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
It's just 2026,
Dude, it's less than a month away from the Hall of Fame game.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're here already. And we do this every year, Walter. It's going to be like, oh, okay, there's still going to be some teams that are 4-0, and like who's rising. Then all of a sudden fighting for playoff spots. It's playoff Super Bowl, and then we're back here talking about freaking baseball.
Yeah, we're going to be. Yeah, I mean, in less than 2 months, we're going to be like, oh, who do we have on our week 1 Super Contest card?
Oh my God, it feels like forever since we've sat here and made picks. I mean,
I know.
Of course. I mean, it's almost as long as the longest possible point since we've last seen football, since it's like 4 weeks away.
Yeah, what's that quote? The days are long, but the years go quickly, or something.
Yeah, something to that effect. But
yeah,
it's true. But
it's absolutely true. Yeah.
I mean, it's great. When are you going out to Vegas next weekend or what?
In 11 days, and the 22nd, I'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there till Sunday.
Yeah. So. Okay. Oh boy, here it is. Could it be our year? We had a strong finish there last year. Yeah,
we did. Yeah, I mean, well, you had a great year on your own.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
Maybe that'll carry over into the season.
I hope. I mean, it was a weird couple of years before that because I had like 2 of my worst handicapping years, I would say, 24 and 25, and then or no, wait,
23 and 24.
No, wait, hold on. The 22-23 season was good.
Okay.
23 and 24.
Don't do that. Come on.
I'm not trying to. No, I'm not trying to. But last season, I will say, I did have a good year last year.
Yeah. No, you were awesome. You were on fire for a long time.
Thanks.
Well, no, it's true. And don't say thanks. Like it's actually like I'm pointing out something that actually happened.
Yeah.
You literally finished in like the top 25 of your contest, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a oh,
thank you. Thanks. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, this is for those that are new to the show. Tune in for my really good National Football League picks.
Do you like any over-unders? I know the Packers. You like the under on the Packers. Is there any other team you're like, I'm really dying to make a bet here for over or under?
Oh, geez, not really. But take that Packers under for those of you that have missed the shows before. Alt under. They're going to go 5 and 12.
I like the alt unders. I'm playing nothing but alt unders this year, and Packers under 8.5 is plus 194.
That is, that's the lock of all time, I think.
Yeah, you get 2-1 on that. Yeah, you have to tie up your money for 5 months, and that's part of the problem. But like, you get 2-1 on that, and it seems very likely to hit. Like, I'd be shocked if the Packers have a winning record.
Yeah, I don't get this. I would go under 6.5. I would try that. I would certainly go under 7.5, and I mean, it doesn't look like it's available there, but
FanDuel might have it. Let's see. Under 7.5. Let's get rid of this plus 260, which isn't a great number compared to this. So I would shop around. Like you probably find like a plus 300 or something somewhere, or maybe you get a boost. BetMGM is. I don't know what I did to earn this, but BetMGM emailed me. They're like, "You're a VIP member now," and I'm like, "Oh, what does that mean?" But then I logged in. And it gives me like, hey, you have 10% profit boost. And it says VIP. I'm like, oh, cool.
That's wow. Nice. Yeah. It's like you're a VIP member. Well, what do I get for that? It's like as part of the program, we get to send you more push notifications.
Yeah, right.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Oh, I love to hear about the boys getting a boost though. Nice,
man. Yeah. No, I'm gonna boost the alt unders and alt overs. I really think that's the way to go with this. Like you can even ladder it. You can bet on their Packers 8.5 and 7.5.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm interested in seeing? Go back to the DraftKings where you could move it to 12.5. I want to see what under 12.5 was there. Just curious.
Minus 550.
Dude, we should let's just go get a loan for like 5.5 mil. And you think the Green Bay Packers are going to win 13 games? That's a certainty. That's a certainty. I mean, I guess nothing's a certainty with everything they have going on. With everything they have going on, Michael Parsons isn't coming back till halfway through October. Kraft coming off a bad injury. They got the Josh Jacobs cloud hanging over their head. Dubs is gone. Wicks is gone. You think they're going to win 13 games? Let's go. Let's call up the Wells Fargo wagon tomorrow, man. And tell them exactly what we're going to do. I'll lay out a PowerPoint for them.
Okay, so how much did you say? How much
5.5 million. Type it in.
First of all, they won't last. They won't last 5.5 million. So 10,000, 100,000. Payout is 6.5 million. So we would win $1 million on that. And I don't. But the problem is first of all,
I don't
know about that. That's
I don't know why we needed to type that.
Second is securing the loan. And third, what are you saying?
I'm like, I don't know why we needed to type it in.
I know,
but I guess we're just showing the fans at home.
Oh, I know.
I'm just messing around.
I typed in it because I didn't know if it would say like error. You can only bet certain.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I know. I'm just goofing around.
I don't think they have a limit. Okay, they don't limit here. So some of the sportsbooks won't let you enter in like a higher number. Or maybe if I were logged in, maybe it would be different. But so I don't know. It's funny that there's 4 cents here at the end. I don't know where that comes from, but
the interest.
Oh no, not really. 4-cent interest on 5.5 million. I would hope that it's better than that.
That's a pretty good rate, man.
I guess I don't know. It's better than a bank.
Could you imagine?
Banks give you
what a life, man. What a freaking life, dude. Take the under 12.5. Put at least. I'm not. Well, no. I wouldn't go crazy. Obviously, that number sucks, and we're joking. This is not financial advice. I'm obviously joking, but I think Green Bay's going to win. Yeah, that's all I need is someone to be like, "Well, Quacky said," right?
No
one would do that.
The problem is that you're tying up your money for 5 months.
Yeah, exactly. What are you going to tie up like 1,100 to win $200 at the end of the season? I guess.
Yeah, you can make so much more money on that than that, and like you're like in less time. So it's just a bad idea. It's not like if it's like, hey, it's just the weekend, like you're betting no on a golfer to win the tournament or something. By the way, Scotty Scheffler missed the cut is pretty crazy. Who's talking in the background?
No, it's the I don't know if the dog has to go out of here. I got to take a walk out here. Sorry, can you hold it down?
No. I was going to talk about we had a question about Matt Miller. I just wanted to see last time Scotty Scheffler missed the cut. Last time he missed the cut, geez. It's 2022, I think. Yeah. The St. Jude Championship. He missed the cut and then he rebounded with the third. That's crazy. He missed I couldn't believe he missed the cut. It was not a good course for him by any means, but he missed the cut. That's crazy. All right, so Drew asking missed the beginning part of the streams. What's the story behind Matt Miller? Well, Drew, you didn't miss it because we didn't talk about it yet. So we like briefly touched on it, but not really. And did he have problems with specifically Walt, if I remember correctly? Well, he did, right? He when the whole Adrian Peterson thing went down, and like for some reason he took offense to when I was like, hey, if you have Adrian Peterson on your roster, here are some players you might want to add because he's probably going to miss this game. And I never understood why like anyone freaked out about that. I'm like, this is my job. Like, it's my job to recommend this. Like there might be people who are interested in that, maybe I could have written it more like sensitively, but like there's no reason like he should have freaked out by it. And he wrote an article saying like, you should never read Walter football again. I'm like, that's weird. And so I actually reached out to him and I said, hey, like, we're both in the space. Let's turn a negative into a positive. Let's let's donate into children's with futures, or I forget what the company was. It was for children who were abused and stuff like that. Like, hey, I was like, you know what, like I'll donate $500 or more, and like you could donate that or however much you want, and you can get, like, this is back when he was with Bleacher Report, and like you can get your Bleacher Report coworkers, and like we could donate, like we could make like a good difference here. And he never answered me or anything. And so, like, whatever, like this guy's like a punk. Like, yeah, he has issues with me talking about fantasy football, and but like he's not going to put his money where his mouth is, and he's not like some poor schmuck. Like he comes from a rich family. His parents are very well off, so like he definitely had the money. And as we've learned, which we're going to get into right now, he's had some issues. So a story broke recently where he was as an ESPN employee, for some reason, he was the commissioner of 91 fantasy football leagues, all with like high entry fees. And according to many people who said this, and I'm not saying it, so I'm not going to, so hopefully I get sued by this, but like that the report is that a lot of these people who won these fantasy leagues just never got paid out. So he allegedly collected all of these entry fees from everyone, and he allegedly never gave out the prize money. So if you do the math on it was like, if the story is true, and again, a lot of people are claiming that they never got paid out. If it's true that he never paid out anyone, he pocketed like $500,000 on being a commissioner. So there's that. Also, there are some charity scam allegations made against him. You know, there was like Coats for Kids or something where he was like, hey, send me money via my Venmo. Or like laptops for soldiers. He's like, let's get soldiers some good laptops. Here's my Venmo. You know, and there was never from what I know, from what I've seen, I never saw any proof that they actually went to these organizations. And like some people are pointing out that like his family members are running this stuff, and so there's allegations about that as well, that he was just pocketing money from other charities. Also, there's plagiarism allegations too. Like I used to have an employee who went to me and said, "Hey, Matt Miller's stealing my stuff. What do I do?" And he sent me He sent me an article he wrote, and then he sent an article Matt Miller allegedly wrote a couple days later, and it was like word for word the same. And I'm like, well, you can contact your lawyer, or I can ask my lawyer to send a cease and desist to his employer. And so that my employee, it's not Charlie, by the way, my employee from many years ago, did that. He had his lawyer draw up a cease and desist, and he sent it to Bleacher Report. So there's that as well too. So and then recently, Matt Miller had a GoFundMe for a car accident he was in. Like he lost his arm and had it amputated. But people were saying that like he kept increasing the money that he was striving to earn with this GoFundMe, and based on the accident report, people determined, again, I didn't read it, but like a lot of people were saying that like, hey, he actually caused the accident, and so some people actually were speculating that like it's kind of like that that documentary that Tommy sent me, where the girl was trying to end someone's life via car accident, and that's what people were speculating. So I'm not saying it's true. That's what people were saying. So basically, the allegations against him are that he pocketed $500,000 being running scam fantasy football leagues. The allegations are he allegedly pocketed money for coats for kids and laptops for soldiers, and he allegedly plagiarized people, including the stuff on my site, and he allegedly was trying to raise money for an accident that he caused, allegedly, so I don't get sued. Everything's alleged. That's basically, and now the Missouri District Attorney has opened the case against him. So if all the allegations are true, then he might be behind bars for a long time. Although, like I said, his family's very rich, so I'm sure they'll get a great lawyer, and I'm sure that there's probably a good chance that he'll be acquitted. But there's that. He's been placed on a leave of absence on ESPN. He said that it's because of the injuries that he's placed on a leave of absence. But I find it hard to believe that the case from the Missouri DA has nothing to do with it. So that is that in a nutshell. Tom, what do you think?
You're telling me he has $500,000? Allegedly,
the allegations are that he was he was the fantasy commissioner of 91 fantasy leagues. That has been proven true. There's been allegations from many people in those leagues that they never got paid out, like anything. And people did the math, and they determined that if he never paid anyone out, then he would have pocketed $500,000.
Well, he should take that $500,000 and bet on the Packers under 12.5.
There it is.
There it is. That's my advice, man.
That's good. So yeah, that's basically that story. I think the biggest news story of the summer so far. I think like nothing really. I mean, sports news story, I should say. Like obviously it's the war and everything, but like I think that's people have been talking about that a lot. Diana Rossini was the story in the spring, and like now it's funny that both were former ESPN. Well, I guess Matt's still technically a ESPN employee, but that's two ESPN people, and then you had Marcellus Wiley, another ESPN employee who was arrested for domestic abuse allegations, but he has vehemently denied those. So we'll see what happens there. Obviously, we don't know. So it's ESPN's not having a very good spring or summer.
It's not the feel good hit of the summer.
No. It is not.
Well, who's playing in the Hall of Fame game this year, man?
I think the Cardinals are involved.
No way.
Fame game. I don't know. I could be wrong. Cardinals and Panthers. What a great. We're gonna have Carson Beck. Carson Beck will play. That should be fun.
It's gonna be the 2015 AFC Championship game, or AFC. Wow. NFC Championship game rematch.
Yeah, I can't wait. A lot of revenge.
There's a lot of the line. 11 years later,
Yeah, bad blood. A lot of bad blood.
Well, that ought to be a real barn burner. What is that on, like August 1st or something?
August 6th, I think. That's my birthday, actually, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday to you. You get to watch the Hall of Fame game. That's awesome, bro. Hey, also, speaking of dates, today you going to go down to 7-Eleven and get your free Slurpee? They still do that, right?
Do they? 7-Eleven. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
You going to head down there?
It's right around the corner. I could actually do it. I wonder if it's after midnight or it has to be in the morning. Like once the sun rises and people are out and about. I wonder if you can do it now.
Drive down there right now. I'll hold it down until you get back.
Okay. All right.
See if they honor it. Yeah, you're like camped out there at like 11:50.
Yeah, right.
Waiting for the free Slurpee.
What if they're like, oh, we do West Coast time here, like have to wait till 3 a.m.
Yeah. Is there a limit too? I mean, I guess you could go into essentially. I mean, how many Slurpees do you want to really drink?
Many. I love Slurpees. So I don't know. You could probably go to like different 7-Elevens and just get Slurpees. I've had Ices recently, but not Slurpees.
I got something for you, man, because I've always wondered this. Remember Icy, like with the bear with the red, white, and blue like sweater, the Icy Icy brand, I think, right? Yeah. So like in the 90s, you would always see like the machines when they like a lot of times when they just had the two flavors, cherry
and blue,
and no cherry and Coca-Cola flavor.
Oh,
and you would have that too, but like a lot of times you would just see like a machine with two flavors. And it would be those two flavors. Hey, thanks for joining, Harambe.
Harambe, I was going to answer your question in a second. Any other win totals you really like?
For it. Yeah, go
recall
for it.
Some from the show, and if I forgot, I will. Harambe, if you're still on, I will go through them very quickly here. Let's see. You're going to scroll down. Buffalo over. We liked. Cincinnati over. I think the Bengals are going to make a lot of noise this year. Browns under without Garrett. That seems like pretty easy to me. Green Bay under, definitely love that. Detroit over, They have the easiest schedule in the NFL. Andy liked Houston over. I don't really like that very much. Indianapolis under, I think, is worth exploring just because Daniel Jones doesn't seem likely to be 100%. Jacksonville over, that number is mispriced. Like this, they're lower than Houston. I think they're better than Houston. Over 9.5 is plus 140. That seems they won 13 games last year, so I like that. Kansas City, no. Raiders, no. Chargers over, I like. The over 11.5 is plus 240. It looks really good. Even like a small play on over 12.5 at plus 450. I think it's like that's like a coin flip. I think they're going to win 12 or 13 games this year. So coin flip on a plus 450. That's definitely worth a small play. Miami under, even though the number is very low, like it just seems like that team's tanking. Like it seems like they're not going to win. I don't know if I'd go under 2.5. That's kind of rough. Under 3.5 plus 150 looks pretty good to me. Not these teams. Saints, small play on the Saints maybe. Giants, Jets, no. Eagles, no. Steelers, I love the Steelers under with McCarthy there instead of Tomlin. That defense is going to fall apart with no Tomlin there. Niners over, I like the over 11.5. They won 12 games a lot with Kyle Shanahan. Plus 235 for over 11.5 looks great. Seahawks no, Tampa no, Tennessee under maybe, and then Washington no. So so that is what I would be looking at. So so Harambe, hope you have a great night. We'll have to talk in the near future. So so we had another comment. Chris says, good evening, Walt and Quackmaster T. With the latest allegations, what percent USDA man do you think Matt Millen would rank Stephon Diggs? You're confusing the two. There's Matt Miller and Matt Millen. So I don't know. Maybe he's USDA man as well. Stephon Diggs. I don't know if you saw. Did you see those allegations that for Stephon Diggs?
I don't think I did. No.
Well, he's there was a sexual assault allegations against Stephon Diggs from a man. This man has lots of evidence from texts and stuff. So that was interesting to say the least.
The less I know, the better.
Yeah.
Hey, thinking machines, supercomputers. You remember that? What that's from?
No, I don't.
It's from Jurassic Park.
You keep referencing Jurassic Park as if I've watched it recently. I don't know.
I haven't referenced Jurassic Park in a long time. Last movie was the Flintstones. The Flintstones.
No. You referenced Jurassic Park like a few weeks ago.
I reference Jurassic Park every show. It's part of the act now. It's part and parcel with the Friday night shows. We're gonna mention.
The man in question is Dwight Howard. I did not hear. I thought it was someone else.
Well,
some rando. I don't know. That's crazy.
Is that really true? I mean, if that's true, that's crazy.
I don't know if that's true or not. But Diggs was accused of sexual assault by a man, but I don't know if it's Dwight Howard. I mean, maybe.
Well, that's not the first, and whatever. But like, that's not the first time I've heard like, I guess allegation, or like rumors that Dwight Howard might be gay. I'm a huge Dwight Howard fan. I mean, I'm a lifelong Orlando Magic fan. In his heyday, dude, he was awesome. He was awesome. I remember that team that made the finals. Oh my God, that was so much fun. That was such a great run.
He struggled with his free throws, right? That was the one downfall. Like he just couldn't make any free throws. But he was a great defensive player for sure. Tom, I missed the first 90 minutes again, but I hope you watched Independence Day this past.
I actually didn't. I usually do.
Okay,
I watched another.
Okay, all right.
Oh, dude!
I was like, I never heard that.
No. You know what? Actually, last summer I went to see. That Big Three basketball. You ever hear of that?
Is that 3-on-3 basketball?
Yeah. It's like the league was founded by Ice Cube.
Yeah. I've seen. Yeah, I was like, that looks kind of interesting, but these guys aren't that good. So
yeah. Well, no, I mean it's all right. So they had it was the All-Star game and the championship game in Orlando. So my buddy and I went. We got tickets, and guess who was on the All-Star team? Dwight Howard. So it drew a nice crowd, So it was like, oh, that was cool to see him play. They still play well, but they lost a step. Who was on one? Lance Stevenson and Mario Chalmers.
Yeah, it's like the guys who can't make the NBA anymore.
Yeah, but I mean they're past their prime too, But I
understand.
Yeah. It was fun to watch though, but it was cool to see Dwight Howard out there. because I remember going when I went to that game for the Eastern Conference Finals in 08-09, when the year they made the finals, and they beat the Cavs when LeBron was on there the first time in that fourth game and take a 3-1 series lead. That was awesome. I was so happy when they made the finals, but they choked it away.
Yeah. Well, you laughed at 08-09, but that's like legit because the NBA season is past the new year, But the NFL season the regular season is not. Well, wait, no, it's not true anymore. Actually, now it kind of is.
There's like one or two games now that bleed over. The only of the four professional sports that has 1 year is baseball, because it's March, like end of March to end of October. Usually ends right around Halloween. Sometimes it creeps into November, but
yeah. Well, hopefully by November we'll have our Marlins victory.
Oh my God! I mean, I'll flip.
Golf has a single year as well. It's like starts January and ends on basically Labor Day. They have a few tournaments afterward, but that's not like, I don't count that as part of the season. So
okay.
Yeah, we have Rory McIlroy at Scottish Open. He's tied for first, so hopefully that works out. But I had one of the worst gambling moments ever on Sunday. Anyone who watched or experienced knows exactly what happened. It was so brutal. I had it's a John Deere Classic, which I love the John Deere Classic because I called that was you remember this a few years ago. I called Sepulon Straka to win the John Deere Classic at 55-1, and it's one of my favorite tournament because anyone can win it. Like anyone who's accurate off the tee can win it, and it's usually like a lot of the good golfers skip it because it's right before the Scottish Open and the British Open, so a lot of the good golfers already are overseas, so they don't play this. And so it's a lot of like the underdog golfers, and like they're all highly priced, and it's everything's mispriced always at this tournament. And I had going to Sunday, I had 5 out of the top 7 golfers I had bets on, and all of them were 58-1 or higher. I had Gim at 58-1. I had Ben Coles at 84-1. I had Zach Johnson at 201-1. I had Lucas Glover, who was tied for first, at 175-1. I had someone else at 184-1. He was third. I think it was Zach Blair. So yeah, I had 5 of the top 7 all at 58-1 or better, and some of them dropped off on Sunday, unfortunately. But I still had Ben Coles at 84-1, and he was the favorite for like most of Sunday. He was 2 strokes ahead at one point, and at one point he was like minus 280 or minus 300. Like he looked like he was a lock to win. And then Chris Gotterup, this guy comes out of nowhere. He has a great Sunday. Ben Coles is still in control, but he misses a 3-foot putt on like 15 or 16, and then on 18, like if he hits a par, it goes to it goes to a playoff. But if he gets a birdie, which he had done like it's a birdie fest. Like the winner was like minus 20 or something. If he got a birdie, he would have just won the tournament at 84-1, and I had $100 bet on it. I would have won $8,400.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and his first swing was in the fairway, so looking great. His approach shot in the water. And so he lost. So that's the Gotterup guy won. I hedged a little bit with him, so I actually came out slightly profitable. But it would have been nice to win $8,400. Let's just say that.
Jeez, that's a huge bummer. You're saying all the reasons you like the John Deere Classic, but you also like it because it's the only mower that you'll ever own.
I don't know any motor, so.
But if you did, you would choose John Deere, right?
What's the hesitation? The tournament's been good to me, so I guess, but I can't even name another mower company.
Those are quality mowers, man. What about Turo?
I've never heard of Turo.
Man, you don't know your mowers.
I don't need to. I work in a town. I live in a townhome community, and we pay to have our lawns mowed. So
I'll give you a rundown on the mowers later.
I don't need it right now.
You don't need.
I don't need a mower.
Why would anybody need it, really?
Yeah,
unless
grass in front of my house is pretty bad anyway. It's like all yellow and dying. So
yeah, I used to work landscaping. I did it like one summer, and it was 2009 actually. And I have, I'm joking when I say this, but I have PTSD. I shouldn't joke, but I can never do, to the people that can work landscaping and enjoy it, God bless you, because that crap is horrible. I remember I mulched like this. It was this whole plaza where this Walgreens was, and it was me and three other guys, and it took us 10 hours, four of us, to mulch. And when we showed up, I'm not exaggerating. And I remember kind of feeling bad because the guy that hired us to do it, he was like, "Do you have any like friends that like he's like, we could use some extra people. Like, do you have any other like friends?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got my buddy Jimmy to do. We're gonna make like, I mean, this is 2009. We made like $10 an hour, so we made like $100, you know."
Okay.
But it was, you know, when we showed up, dude, it was like Mount Everest of mulch.
No,
it was one of the most daunting sights I have ever. I was just like, "Am I really going to do this?" It crossed my mind for a moment where I was like, maybe I just say I don't even care. Like I'm just going to bow out. It was that intimidating, man. It was that bad. But I was like, no, like we'll stick it out. But I didn't really, you know, I wasn't like any sort of landscaper. I didn't know how much. I was like maybe like 4 hours or so, 5 hours. Gee, we're getting like hour 8 and 9, like 10. Like we were toast. 4 people. It was so much. I could never do it again after that.
Yeah, I used to work at the swim club, and we used to have to do some landscaping there. Like we'd dig holes and stuff, and fill in like dirt everywhere, and we had to do a bunch of that stuff. And it was during the summer and everything, so it was super hot. So yeah, it was all day. It was like I get there at 9 a.m. and work till 5, and like I was like hours 8 of that was like so brutal. It was so hot. And then like you had like the kids show up, they're all like playing in the pool. I'm like, oh, I wish I can go to the pool right now. Like just like take a dip for like 2 minutes, and just pull off. So it was that was one summer as well. So that was pretty bad. That was I think it was 05 or 4, no, 04 or 5, something like that. Yeah, it was bad. So
I could never do it again. So I'm grateful that there's people that will though, because we need people that will.
Yeah.
Hey, talking about Jurassic Park, you know what I always wondered?
What?
Like they say, like, oh, like, I mean, I'm just pulling these numbers out of thin air, but like, oh, like the Jurassic period was what, like 300 million years ago, 500 million years ago, whatever it is. Like, I'm not doubting like the science or anything, like how they figured that out, but it's like, you could tell me they were here like 5,000 years ago, and I'd be like, okay. Like, what am I over here with an answer key? Like, I don't freaking know. I'm just trusting the process of how they figured that out. But like, how do they really know it's 300 million years? I mean, it could be, for all I know, it could have been 200 years ago. I mean, I'm not saying that I think that. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to say there's any sort of conspiracy by any means, but they could literally tell us anything. What am I going to sit down and do the research myself to like spot check it?
I mean, that is true. Like, I mean, you do have to like trust the experts there. You don't know. I mean, they can figure it out with like carbon dating and stuff. But like, if they like, what if they got it wrong? Like, what if they got it wrong and they just said it, and like now everyone believes something that isn't true? Yeah.
And to be clear, I'm not saying I doubt it whatsoever, but it's just like it's just kind of a funny concept. They could tell me anything. I'd be like 50,000 years, a million years, 300 million years. Okay, like whatever you say. Like, there's nothing I can.
That's true. Yeah, I guess you don't know that.
What a time to be alive,
Yeah, that's true. Do you think Bronny would make a big 3 roster? Could it be a good opportunity for him? Perhaps he could do a Juana Man type of deal. That'd be funny.
Hey, you know what? I will say, like, yeah, it's a lot of former like NBA players that are too old to get in the NBA, but it was still like they could play pretty well. I don't know, maybe Bronny would be good there.
I don't think he'd be good anywhere. I don't think he'd be good in the 18 over league that I have in my gym.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Well, I those stories. I lost 59-10 and 69-20. I think he would at least be the 4th best player on those teams.
Maybe who knows? Like, maybe he could turn it around.
I'm like joke. Those guys are former Temple, LaSalle, Drexel, UPenn players. Like it's like Bronny's a former USC player. It's like the same sort of deal. I'm not even joking. Hey, how many Slurpees do you think could buy with 8,400? Well, it's free Slurpee day, right? It's infinite. You can get infinite Slurpees.
I think at some point they would probably cut you off, but if you like went to every location, like you're just driving around.
How would they know if you went to every location? They have like monitors, like, hey, you were at the Street Road location. You can't get one.
Yeah. You got to wear an ankle bracelet as soon as you buy one.
You have to wear the disguise.
Yeah. Dude, there's got to be somebody somewhere doing that.
That would be interesting. I would love to see that video. Like someone wears different disguises each time. Like, see how many times can you go into the same 7-Eleven and get a free Slurpee? Like wearing different disguises. I wonder.
Try going in like every hour.
It could be like every 15 minutes, like every hour. Like you'd be limiting yourself.
You're gonna drink a Slurpee every 15 minutes?
You don't have to drink it. Just see how many.
You just want to see if you can get it. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, but I remember what I was gonna say now. So, excuse me. So, when I was younger, if you had the choice between like the cherry icy or the Coke flavored icy, like I was one of the only ones that got cherry. Everyone's like, "Oh, the Coca-Cola flavored icy is the best." I never thought that. I never understood that. But like, was that just like a one-off like scenario, like where I lived, or do you think like a lot of people like the Coke slushies? Because I never understood why people would be that into it over cherry. It's like, I don't know. It's like a treat. I don't want like a soda.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a Coke, just get a Coke. Like I never saw the point that. Yeah, I'd always get. I always thought it was cherry and blueberry were the two flavors, and so I would always mix them. I would get like you do a little cherry, little blueberry, little cherry, little blueberry, and like that's it was always great. I always loved that.
I mean, unless it was just like a different Slurpee, maybe it wasn't icy specifically, but I always remember it was like cherry or Coke. Maybe it just happened to be the places that I went.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe it wasn't icy brand slushies. Remember Slush Puppy? Oh man, that ice was like so fine. It was so good.
That Slush Puppy. No, I don't remember that. No.
Search Slush. You'll remember when you see the logo. Please, I'll do anything. Just type
Slush. You're the one who assumed I watched Shania Twain or heard a Shania Twain song. Oh yeah.
Oh, Slush. Yeah. Oh, those flavors were so good.
Yeah, here we go. Red and blue, same thing. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But
yeah, I mean, if someone out there could give us a super chat that's enough to buy me a Slush Puppy machine, I would really appreciate it.
How much do Slush Puppy
machines
cost?
How do they work? Let's read that.
Slush machines cost them anywhere from $15 to over $4,000. Seems like quite the range there.
Well, we'll shoot for 4,000. Minimum donation is 15, please. Thank you for your ahead of time.
Yeah, you guys send us $4,000
so I can drink Slush Puppies anytime I want.
I feel like I'm owed from the Ben Coles thing.
So
send over 8,400, and Tom and I will split it. Tom will get the 4K. You can buy a Slush Puppy machine, and I'll make more golf bets.
Yeah, and then when I come over to watch football games with you for the first time, I'll bring the machine up. We can have Slush Puppies while we watch the games.
Oh, that's great,
dude. That would be awesome. That would really be something.
That would be awesome.
I had something else for you now, and I can't remember what it was. We were talking about Slush Puppies. You ever have like the snow cones though that like the ice was too hard, and like once the flavor would fall, like it wouldn't stay in it, and then you just like chomp it on hard ice. There's like the Hawaiian shaved ice. It was like real smooth. Oh, I used to have those down at the beach in Delaware. So good. I love the Hawaiian shaved ice.
Okay, I don't think I ever had one.
Oh man,
you're word for it.
You're missing. Yeah, you were too into the Coke slushies.
I guess so. No, like I said, it was red, blue. That's how I always did it.
I never did a red, blue. We'd been on the hot.
Did you bet in the hot dog eating contest?
No. I participated in it.
I think. Did you?
No. How much time do they get to eat the hot dogs?
I don't know. Maybe that's another thing we have to go over here. How long is the hot dog eating contest? 10 minutes. So
10 minutes.
You can eat like 70, how many 70 something hot dogs in 10 minutes? See, that's gross. Like they just stuff in their mouths. Like I feel like I could eat a bunch of hot dogs, but it would take me a long time. Like I'm the slowest eater on the planet.
I'm a fast eater when I want to be. Do you know who Badlands Booker is? The guy that won the Nathan's Lemonade chugging contest? Type him in there. Badlands Booker.
Badlands Booker.
There he is.
Oh, that guy looks
yeah, I mean, he takes like this gallon, and he said he just like inhales it, like literally. Wow. He drank a gallon of Nathan's Lemonade in like 20 seconds.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and everyone else like competing is like nowhere even close to him. like nowhere even close to him. Though it did look like the kid next to him this year was pretty close. But then I think someone was saying that it was, I don't know, that he wasn't. I can't remember. But like when I saw him for the first time 2 years ago, it was like he beat everybody by a country mile.
Really?
You know, with the lemonade.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Well,
it can't be good for you. You're gonna put a gallon of cold liquid into your stomach in 20 seconds time. That just doesn't seem like your body. It's
well,
like
you got to be big like this guy. I think that's the only way it works. Yeah, you take like a skinny girl. Like, where's it gonna go? You know?
Well, I mean, Joey Chestnut, he's thin, right?
I guess so. Maybe if they got
you think everyone's fat, so
I was going to say if they got those guys from the documentary, and maybe they can like eat 80 hot dogs. I think, especially the girl.
Yeah, you think Joey Chestnut is fat? Is that what you're going to say?
No, he doesn't look fat.
Yeah, no, he's thin. He doesn't look like a dude that can put away 70 hot dogs.
No, not at all.
So how do you think he like? I mean, how do you get to that point where you figure out that you can do that? I mean, I guess like maybe you're just impressing your friends with your like competitive eating skills. I don't know, and then you're like, well, I could do more hot dogs.
Maybe, I don't know. It's got to be like, well, it's got to be speed eating too. It's not just like, hey, I can eat this many. Like you can like stuff it in your mouth and like swallow it so quickly. I wonder like how you realize you can do that. You know?
Yeah, in 10 minutes. I mean, if I really put it to the test, I won a pizza eating contest when I was like 12. I ate a whole cheese pizza. I think it was 3 minutes.
See, I used to, when I swam and I burned so many calories, I would eat a whole cheese pizza and French fries and like cheesesteak. Like I'd eat all that, but it wouldn't be 3 minutes. It'd be like an hour. Like I'm like a fish. Like I can keep eating, but I eat so slowly, and I don't know how people eat quickly. I just can't. I don't know. It just takes me forever.
I don't know. I love the shovel, man.
I don't know. I just like to enjoy my food. I don't know. I feel like my wife eats super quickly, and she always like tries me for eating slowly. It's like when my kids eat slowly, like Daddy eats so slowly, guys. Like, you know, she says that, but it's true. Like I do eat super slowly. I don't know why. Well,
you're not going to have much when we watch football together. You better move quicker because that food might be gone with me around. So I'm gonna contact your wife and find a good weekend for me to come up. I'm stuck with you all weekend.
You're just gonna live here.
We're gonna yeah. I'm moving in actually.
Yeah. It's funny because I used to never come down here in the basement, except for parties, obviously. But like during the football season when we didn't throw parties, so like one of my friends joked, he's like, I could move in here and live here for months and you would not notice, like here in the basement. I'm like, that's probably true. Just because it would be literally months, and like by the time I go in the basement, because I used to have my I still do, I have my video games down here. And so in the off season when I play video games, I come down here, but during football season I don't play video games. It's my role. And so I would just have no reason to come down here. Like I had a pool table. I would like in the spring and summer, I'd like shoot around pool by myself sometimes. So I was waiting for something, you know, if I was like waiting for a phone call, I'd like shoot some pool and like try to get better at it. But like that's not something I would do in the fall ever, just because I had no time. And so like I just would never come in the basement. But now I'm down here all the time. It's just a lot different.
Maybe you should try a different approach and try play it, like do like 15 minutes of video games a day.
I just don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time to sleep.
Yeah, like, but I mean,
sleep for like 4 hours.
I know, but like, what if it's like it gave your brain like a little break, you know, and like it ended up helping, and you were able to think more clearly or something?
Well, that's like, you know, exercise. Like I still do exercise. Like I try to swim 3 times a week. So that's my break. Although I'm still thinking about football the whole time. I'm thinking like, who should I bet? Like, you know, like I break down every game. Like I go down division by division each game, like while I'm swimming. And I'm like, like, should I bet this team? Should I not bet this team? You know, so there's that. Or, you know, I'm thinking of other things to write too sometimes. Like,
yeah.
I'm, by the way, I'm 35,000 words into my book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Year of the Bad Beat. I've written about.
I'm excited.
I wrote about a lot of just like several NBA games. one golf tournament, one preseason game, but I've written about 17 of the regular season games so far. I just completed week 11, which was the game of week 11 was Ravens at Browns, where the Ravens were favored by 7.5 and they won by 7. I don't know if you if you recall that game.
I don't know. I don't think I do.
It's Shedeur Sanders' first game.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. I do remember it now. Sorry. I don't know why you said Ravens. I don't know why I was thinking Cardinals because I'm like I said, I'm getting dumber every day. I was thinking about the Hall of Fame game. Got it on the brain.
Yeah.
So no, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was I actually put in a DraftKings showdown entry with Shedeur Sanders in the lineup. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I was like the only person that had him. I was like, imagine, like, if he threw a couple touchdowns here, like, that's, like maybe ran for 40 yards. And it's like that was because no one else owned him. And I had a good lineup, too. And then he did nothing. I had a solid lineup. And I was like, oh, my God, maybe something crazy could happen here. I mean, going into it knowing that it had next to no chance. I actually do think it's still cashed. But
that's the quote from Alex from Stochastic, where he would be like, "Be contrarian, but don't be too contrarian."
Oh yeah. Well, this was a YOLO. This was a YOLO play. I wasn't.
I understand that, but like the way DraftKings is priced, like there's no advantage to putting Shedeur in your lineup just because of like he's like min price. It's not like he's $0. Like the min price is not zero. Min price is close to where like some functional quarterbacks are. And so for like $500 more, you could have had someone who would have had some real stats in there. So like it's never a good idea to do something like that.
Walter, look, everyone here already does think I'm stupid, and now you have to bring it right out in the open. It was like $3, man. I was just having some fun. Okay, it was like by throwing away my Keno money,
That's true. You like throwing money away, basically. That's
$3. Yeah. Well, it's still cashed, so in your eye.
You may have won if you had a.
I know. I understand that it was not a smart move, but I'm just,
No, I'm serious. Like if you cashed with Shedeur, like if you had a real quarterback in there, you may have won the whole thing.
No, I don't think so because what's I can't even think of his. Who's their other quarterback? Dylan Gabriel. Yeah, God, it couldn't escape me from UCF. No, I don't think he did any better. So.
Oh, he got booed. He got booed off the field in the second quarter.
I feel bad for him.
Gabriel like a real quarterback that week.
No, it was a showdown. It was a showdown.
Showdown. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand. But in showdowns,
still it's not smart.
In showdowns, the backup quarterbacks are priced very, very highly.
Now you're making me look even dumber. Why are you? I'm just kidding. It's okay. Don't ever take everyone who watches this show with me. Don't ever take fantasy football advice from me. I'm the worst fantasy football player ever.
That's not true.
There's no one worse than I am.
That's not true. You told me you played 1 year and you did pretty well.
I did get third in it. And
see,
yeah, but I was just lucky though. But daily fantasy, I am no good. I can't. I mean, I'm basketball. I have even that basketball. I'd say I'm not good at. Hockey DFS. I don't know how. Like I'm pretty good at that. I haven't played in obviously hockey season's over, but I really didn't even play much last year. But I don't know why I should because I really seem to like kind of figure that out a little bit. I had a few like top 5 finishes. Remember that time I got second on the phone call with you and Jacob?
Yeah,
when we were doing that was awesome.
Yeah, that was I remember that. That's
I was so pumped because I think I was in like 4th or 5th, but my goalie won, and I didn't think I thought maybe it would keep me the same or move me up 1, but all of a sudden it moved me up to 2nd. And I was like, no way.
That's awesome.
So yeah. So and I won $5.5 million, and I bet on the Packers under.
I haven't talked to Jacob in a long time. It's been almost a year. The last time I spoke to him was he's still in a fantasy league of mine, and we were doing a draft, and it looked like he was on auto draft. And so I texted him like, hey, the the draft started, and he's like, yeah, I'm in it. I'm like, oh, oops. I thought you were an auto draft. So sorry.
Wow.
Well, it was he made some weird like he drafted like 2 quarterbacks early or something, or he drafted like 2. I forget. He drafted 2 of a position, like maybe 2 tight ends early or something. And I remember like, oh, that might be auto drafts. So that's why I texted him. But no, he was in there.
What does this tell you, folks? Don't play fun fantasy football with Walter. He really makes a fool out of you. First, he's like, "Oh, he's trashing my lineup," and now he thinks Jacob's picks were so bad he was on auto draft.
Well, no, it's actually the opposite. Wow. Like I had so much respect for Jacob.
It's very passive aggressive, Walt.
Well, no, I had so much respect for Jacob's knowledge that I was like, I was like, this has to be auto draft because he makes great picks. But it's that was
maybe that's why he hasn't talked to you, because he's like, wow, that was underhanded. And
he's like holding a grudge. He's got my name
down
on in the basement. And he's like wearing lipstick on his face.
Yeah, trying to tell me I don't know fantasy football. Like he's over there.
I got to go call like, hey, sorry, Jacob, and then he like crosses my name off the list. Lipstick on his face.
I messaged him, or like I commented on like something of his on social media recently, but we always had a good time those couple of years we did the super contest together. Hey, hang on a second.
Jeez, opinionated there. I'll read some comments. What's the most hot dogs you ever eaten in one sitting? I remember the nice Christian residents at my old college campus would pass the hot dogs Friday and Saturdays. I once asked them for a dozen. They gave me 3. I've probably eaten 4 or 5 hot dogs. Definitely 4. Maybe 5. I don't know. Maybe even 6, but definitely not a dozen. But like, I don't know. If give me enough time, I could definitely do it. But like,
I could eat 10 hot dogs in a sitting for sure.
Yeah, I probably could too. But
I could probably eat at least 5 or 6 burgers in a sitting.
I used to go to McDonald's all the time. Talk about swimming the calories. I used to go into McDonald's and get 4 cheeseburgers, large fries, and chicken nuggets. I could definitely down 5 if you replace the fries and the nuggets, probably 6. But that was back in the day when I burned like 10,000 calories a day swimming.
Right, right.
So I needed that, and that's how I remember McDonald's. This is late 90s. McDonald's hamburgers are 49 cents. McDonald's cheeseburgers are 59 cents. Like I used to order the 4 cheeseburgers, fries, and nuggets. It was like, and then a drink. It was like $5-6. It's crazy.
That's incredible.
Now, try to order that now. It's like $30. You know,
that's insane, dude. You needed your McDo.
What?
You need your McDo.
McDo? What's that?
McDo. McDonald's. McDo. That's how they say it in France, I think. You don't remember that lady from Super Size Me? He's like, "What's your favorite?"
I never saw Super Size Me. What do you think? You think I watched?
That's gonna be on Walter's movie night.
You think I watch documentaries here? Or like,
but you're ready to turn over a new leaf. And watch all the documentaries I recommend. You've done a very good job.
Thanks.
You're really branching out.
I'm
happy. I'm happy.
The one documentary that you sent that I liked was the one where the girl tried to off her friends in the car. I thought that was a really cool documentary because it was like a mystery and I didn't know what was happening. So it was almost like a TV show, sort of, even though you had the interviews and stuff. So I thought that was interesting. Right. But then like the fetus one, aside from all the fat people, like the issue I had there was like it kind of knew what was happening, sort of, and so I didn't find it very interesting. So I'm not lying to you. Like I nodded off a couple of times.
Okay. Well, hey man, when it comes to my recommendations, I'm gonna have my hits. I'm gonna have my misses. So it's like
you're like the Game of Thrones incest children. You have 50-50. It could be good, could be bad. You know, Joffrey's the bad one, Tommen's good one. So but the same thing with documentary recommendations. So.
Exactly the same, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Super Size Me would be the bad one. I wouldn't find that remotely interesting.
Well, at the time, it was funny that it was so people were so like taken in by it, but like at the end, well, first off, the whole experiment was false because he admitted later.
Well, you have to tell me, what was the experiment?
Yeah, he ate McDonald's every day for 30 days. He ate McDonald's for every meal.
Okay, so and what was he experimenting?
Well, on a couple levels. First of all, like he would eat like a ton of stuff every meal. Like you're not required, like even if you're gonna eat McDonald's every meal, you can eat like one burger and fry. You know what I mean? He's getting like all these sandwiches. So like he didn't. It was just like I don't know. Like it seemed like it was flawed because he was trying to go like for an exaggerated. Like no person in their right mind would eat that much. You know, like just wouldn't do that. And also, he revealed later that like he was an alcoholic. Like he drank. He was drinking all the time. So like. He's like, oh, I'm taking in like this many calories. Look how much weight I've gained. It's like, yeah, and also you're probably putting like at least 3,000 calories of alcohol on top of that you're not telling us about.
That's true, yeah.
So it's flawed. You know what I mean? Like that there's one point like he's like, I'm sorry, but like, what a freaking pansy! Like he couldn't eat like he ordered a double quarter pounder with cheese, value meal, supersized, and like it took him like 45 minutes to get it all down.
Really?
And then he threw up out the window. It's like, I'm sorry. Like, you're not man enough to eat a double quarter pounder meal with like supersize or not, like without throwing up. I know why you threw up because you're probably freaking hungover. But like he's trying to sell it. It's like, oh, this is so disgusting. It's my body's rejecting it. It's like, yeah, like I know like McDonald's sucks, but like you're not. Most people aren't throwing up after eating that. Unless there's some other contributing factor. I always thought that was so weird. Like he tried to frame it like, because I was looking at myself, I was like, dude, I could probably eat 2 of those and like, like 2 of those meals and be just fine. Like, why are you throwing up after one? What the hell's the matter with you, bro? So, but I think he was, and he even looks like in the scene. Okay. But he tries to spin it as like, oh, this is how bad it is for you. It'll make you throw up. Like, it's just false. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, but let's watch it. But we're gonna watch it anyway. So. Yeah. Let's do a double feature, Super Size Me and then the Flintstones movie.
What's that to do with that? Where'd you get that come from?
I was just thinking about it today. And then we'll okay. So we'll wake up at like 6 a.m.
and we'll go to bed at 6 a.m. What are you talking about?
No, on a football Sunday.
No, that's when I go to bed, 6 a.m.
No, because it's an international game week. It's an international game week.
I don't watch the international games.
You are when I'm coming up. You're gonna. Oh yes, you are. I'll wake you up, Ben.
No, I don't watch. It's birthday. I don't watch it. I'm not gonna ever watch it. The second half when I'm getting ready for the games, it's on. But like, I'm not really paying attention.
Hear me out on the proposed agenda, though. We wake up at 5:30 a.m. I'll like we can get some breakfast or something, and then we watch Super Size Me, and then we watch the Flintstones movie, and then by that time it's like 9:30, and we're ready to watch the international game.
Yeah, can't think of anything worse.
Maybe throw a World Cup match.
Oh my god, that'd be horrible.
Come on, man, it'd be fun. It'd be fun, but
yeah, fun. let's get up before you go to bed, and let's watch a documentary about boring things, and then let's watch an old movie for no reason, and then let's watch the worst possible football game you can have in regular season.
It's either that or go on a cruise. So
cruise is sounding pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Even if it's the guy who banned the ship, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
So Chris says, Tom, you need to understand Walt made the decision of having a second kid.
True.
I did not make that decision. It was a surprise. First kid was the decision. Second one was oops, surprise.
Wow.
So this means no regrets, obviously. But still, I was like first one, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. We were trying to do it, yes. And second one was like, oh, really? How'd that happen? So funny. Yeah, so this means he gets maybe 1 hour free time per week now. Yeah, so that's the thing. Coney says on a related note, I be saying goodbye to joining in for commentary come February, early March. So congrats, Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's awesome. But yeah, no, you're totally right. Like with one kid, yeah, you might have some time. 2 kids, no, there's no free time. Actually, like I have not played. I say, I never play video games during football season. I haven't played video games this summer, outside of playing with my son. Now he's getting into video games a lot. I've told you, but did I tell you about his video game workouts? It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He jumps up and down when he's like controlling Donkey Kong, for example. He hits the jump button. Donkey Kong jumps. He jumps. Donkey goes left. He goes left. Donkey Kong jumps right. He goes right. And he's like half hour. And he's like, Daddy, I'm sweating. I'm like, yeah, because you're doing a workout here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Video games. No, it's good. I wish I
love that.
Now I have a sprained ankle. I still can't do it, but like still, I mean that's I guess that's the way to do it. You do the workout and play video games at the same time. But no, that's like literally the only time I play. Like my son gets stuck on something. He's like, "Daddy, I need your help," and he like throws the controller at me. I'm like, "Dude, I'm working." He's like, "Daddy, I need your help." So he's just like, "Fine, all right, I'll beat this boss for you." Like he was playing Mario 64 because on the Switch. We have like the old consoles. You could download the Nintendo console, Super Nintendo console, and N64 console. You can also download like Game Boy and stuff, and you can play all the old games. I think it's like $4 a month or something, but you can play all the old games.
Oh wow!
And he was playing Mario 64, and he got up to King Babam, and he's like, "Daddy, I can't beat this," and he throws the controller at me. I'm like, "Dude, I'm like writing something up," and like, "No, Daddy, I need your help." So like that's my video game time is with my son. So
You get controllers thrown at you.
Yeah, and he calls me boss man because I always beat the bosses.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So that's my time. Although to be fair, a lot of my free time, when the kids are in bed now, this summer has been on my book. I was working on my book. So
yeah.
Like
okay.
I'm 35,000 words in. I had a lot of. I forgot a lot about the stuff. Like I remember the obvious stuff, like the Jordan Davis blocked return for a touchdown. I remember the nonsense that happened in the Arizona game. DeMarcado dropping the ball, etc. I remember a lot of stuff. But like there were a few things I didn't remember. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. It's just remember. There was like a 2-game series with the Browns. Like we were on the Browns against the Jets, and the Jets scored 2 special teams touchdowns.
Oh god,
and then the next week we bet against I bet against the Browns, and then they scored a special teams touchdown. And it's like, come on, like can we have? Can I have it like one way? Can you like screw up both times so I could win one, lose one, or like do great both times so I could do win one, lose one? But like no, it's just like it's the opposite. And then so we had the Jordan Davis return for a touchdown, right? Eagles Rams. That's infamous. What you may not remember was like 3 weeks later, the Chargers were playing the Dolphins, and the Chargers had a big lead. They blew the lead, and the Dolphins took the lead, but the Chargers came back. They kicked the field goal. They were up by 1, and the spread was 4. And so the Dolphins had the ball with 5 seconds left, and Tua's the quarterback. Tua throws like he's trying to set up like the hook and ladder like Stanford band nonsense, right? So he throws like this lazy pass outside. Derwin James jumps the route easily. He's like snatches the pick. He's 30 yards away from scoring. There's no one close to him. Like he could have jogged into the end zone and scored a touchdown. Game clock would have expired. Game over. Chargers win by 8. And I'm thinking like, oh, Jordan Davis again. This time it works for me. It says, and Jordan James runs out of bounds and the game's over. It's like, can I have both or neither? Like,
oh my god,
it's this sort of crap that happened last year. It's crazy. Like the stuff, like I wrote this quote during that game, during the write up of that game, and this quote came from what I wrote on Twitter or X after I lost with Ben Coles. And I said I wrote this on X. I don't know if you saw it, but I said sometimes it feels like someone is taking a shit directly on your head, and that's how I felt when Coles blew that lead.
Oh man,
and that is how I felt again when I rewatched that because I totally forgot about Derwin James. So.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to read that book.
Yeah, I'm excited to finish it. I mean, like I said, I'm done week 11, week 12. I know there's like I'm looking through all the games where I like, and the next one I'm going to cover is Patriots Bengals, where the Patriots outgained the Bengals by a lot, and then they lost in the backdoor cover. I'm not sure. Like sometimes I'll rewatch the game, and I'm like, this wasn't really a bad beat, so I won't write about it. But like I do remember being frustrated by this one, so what I do is I rewatch the game, and then I write about it. So. I write about like what I was thinking at the time, why I made the pick, and then I talk about the game, and then I talk about my feelings afterwards. So that's how I've been writing these chapters.
Oh well, I'm looking forward to this. So not that I want to relive the misery, but
well, maybe it's like cathartic in a way. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Last quote of the night. Or last comment. You acquired your daughter via law of surprise, like in The Witcher. I watched 2 episodes of The Witcher. I was not a fan. So I don't know. Sorry, Chris, I don't got the reference, but I assume it's a good one. I never made it past episode 2. My wife and I tried watching. We're like, we don't like this too much. So
I haven't seen it either. So
okay. Well, on that note, that is it for tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in and commenting. Really appreciate it. That's awesome that we get this live audience here that comments. It's really fun to hang out with you guys. It's fun to hang out with Tom, despite the torture that he has in store for me with the cruises and the kinos and everything. Okay, the show fell off. Okay, yeah. So I won't try to get into it. All right, guys. So we'll be back on Tuesday. It's a different schedule next week because we have British Open. So we're gonna try to have the golf guys on Tuesday. Wednesday, Andy will be on. We'll be discussing make/miss playoff odds. And then Thursday, if Candy can't do Thursday, I'm gonna try to get a different guest on Thursday. Friday, are you good for Friday? I actually won't be.
I'm going to be moving, so I won't be on next week.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So so 3 episodes next week, and then the week after is Vegas, so it's only going to be 2 episodes. So we're gonna have an episode Tuesday, and of course we're gonna have an episode with Tom live from our annual live from Vegas episode. Which Andy might be on with us depending on how that goes.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, he was talking about that, so that'd be awesome. So, all right, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and please hit like, subscribe, comment below, share this video. Visit walterfootball.com. Follow Tom at @Quacky_T on Twitter, where Tom will be mentioning the Marlins, I'm sure, over the next few days, unless they start losing, and then Tom will maybe be like, oh, maybe I should be quiet here and get luck on our side again. So
I'll be in the corner in the fetal position.
Exactly. All right, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I'll talk to you on Tuesday.